And the Warriors, what else can you say other than they've been on a roll for about 2 months now?
Yeah, and, I think we were talking, pregame here. Maybe the biggest concern we have tonight is the fact that they've been on such a roll for the last month or so that they haven't really been challenged, and the starters haven't, for the most part, had to play 4 quarters for at least a month now. So something that, we get to this, part of the season, you want to make sure that, you don't have issues getting the fourth quarter or getting gassed.
Yeah, the last time the Warriors won a game by less than 35 points, it was October 13th.
There you go. So
tonight's November 17th. Yeah. So it's been a while, and you could go even further before that. The last time DV played a one-score game, that was all the way back in September. So it's been a very long time since Delaware Valley has played in a close game, and that's what we anticipate tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about it. As well as Delaware Valley's been playing, Whitehall plays a schedule, in line with what Delaware Valley lines up every year early on. They play that schedule every year. That Eastern Penn Conference South division is just, it's murderer's row. I mean, it's perennially a top 5 conference in the state, I would say, on a yearly basis. So Whitehall's 3 overtime wins this year. So they are battle-tested.
Yes, and even last week, they end up winning by a couple of scores, but it was a close game. Whitehall was down by 11 points in the third quarter, so we know that Whitehall has seen some tough games, some tough opponents, and they're not going to be afraid of the Warriors. They're not going to be afraid of this environment. DV is going to have to come to play tonight.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. They're going to have to play 4 quarters, and they're going to have to, they have to play their A game tonight to win.
Absolutely. We'll talk a little bit more about Whitehall coming up, but we're going to take our first break now on the pregame show. When we return, we've got our interview with head coach Keith Olsmer. You're listening to Delaware Valley High School football on Light 106.9.
Get fresh this holiday season with help from Olsmer's Christmas Tree Farm. Open Saturdays and Sundays, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., now through December 24th at noon. Open Black Friday. The tree pricing is as follows. 6 feet to 8 feet, $50, and trees over 8.5 feet, $80 with a coupon. $5 coupons can be from the newspaper or online at olsmerstreefarm.com. Get fresh this holiday season with a fresh-cut tree, wreath, or swag from Olsmer's Tree Farm. Exit 17 from Route 84 in Sterling, Pennsylvania. Just follow the signs.
If you've suffered an injury in New York, New Jersey, or Pennsylvania, you need to call the law firm of Zimmerman and Oliger. They have a concentration in personal injury litigation as well as family law and criminal defense. If you need help getting your life back on track, call them at 570-296-7300 or visit tristatetrial.com. The law firm of Zimmerman and Oliger. They are your tri-state trial team.
Our veterans risked it all to protect our freedom. One of the best ways to say thank you is to volunteer to support them. At a time in history where kindness is a virtue, volunteering at a therapy bag event, teaching a craft class, or simply helping veterans at a hospital means a lot. For over 47 years, Help Heal Veterans, a not-for-profit organization, with the support of citizens like you, has created, manufactured, and distributed therapeutic art and crafts projects for our veterans and military at no charge to them. As a national veteran service organization, Help Heal Veterans supports VA hospitals, patients at home, and our active military. Together, Help Heal Veterans and volunteers like you have delivered over 32 million therapy kits to injured and recovering veterans. To volunteer or learn more, visit healvets.org. That's healvets.org.
After the game, join us for your favorite songs here on The Light. Back to DV football on Light 106.9.
Back now on the countdown to kickoff, we're joined by head coach Keith Olsmer here pregame. Coach, I want to start by talking about Ryder Machado a little bit. Haven't really singled out guys recently, but Ryder Machado right now, he's been on an incredible roll. 5 touchdowns last week. What's he doing right now that has elevated his play to that level?
You know, he's mature. He understands what we want, what we need. I said this, earlier in the week. I don't know if we've had a player mature as much as Ryder has in our program in the time that we've had the chance to coach him, not just as a player, but as a person. And you can see the rewards he's, just because of his work ethic and practice and because some of the things that he's doing a great job.
Let's shift into tonight's game, first round of states. Obviously, just a massive game here tonight at Warriors Stadium. What are some of the biggest challenges that Whitehall present from an X's and O's standpoint? What makes them so good, and what's going to be a tough test for you guys tonight?
Well, they throw the ball, and they throw the ball well, and we've struggled with that a lot of times throughout the course of the year. So we're going to have to be very good with our pass rush to limit the amount of time that their quarterback has and then get to him when he starts to improvise, because their quarterback is great at that. And then we're going to just have to stay on schedule on offense. We can't have third and long. That's not us. We need to be able to move the ball in our chunks and kind of go from there.
I always like asking about under the radar things that could play a role. What about tonight? Is there anything that comes to mind for you that maybe you don't think about, but it could determine tonight's outcome?
Squally Vinatucci. If Squally plays like he's been playing, we win. That's it. That's simple. He's been not good. He's been elite the last few weeks at the nose guard position for us. And if he does that tonight, they're going to have their hands full. And then if they start to worry about doubling him, somebody's coming off of Aiden, somebody's coming off of Luke, somebody's coming off of Jake. And that's, I think, when we start to get our mismatches.
All right, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
That was head coach Keith Olsmer joining us here on the pregame show. We'll be right back. You're listening to DV High School football on Light 106.9.
The Delaware Valley offensive line protects the quarterback and keeps the opponent from breaking in. Just like how the experts at Olsmer Clark Insurance can help you best protect what you value most in business and in life. Their insurance advisors have a strong passion for insurance, and they treat customers like family. As an independent insurance agency, Olsmer Clark gives you the power of choice. Visit olsmerclark.com. Learn more about how you can protect what matters most to you with the help of Olsmer Clark Insurance.
Hey, it's TC at Action Bikes and Outdoor, hoping that you are having an awesome and active fall season. Our paddling season is winding down, and we are cranking up the bike riding and enjoying the fall foliage. Let us know how we can help you get outside and enjoy it too. We are offering bicycle service packages, rentals, clothing, accessories, and sweet deals on many in-stock hybrid, mountain, gravel, and BMX bikes. Whether you need advice, gear, or service, our super friendly and knowledgeable staff at Action Bikes, located in Port Jervis and Milford, is here and happy to help.
If you're 19 or older with certain underlying medical conditions such as asthma or diabetes, you can get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia, a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can disrupt your life for weeks. If you're 65 or older, it is also recommended you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. No matter the season, talk to your doctor about vaccination today and learn more at lung.org/protect yourself. A message from the American Lung Association in collaboration with Pfizer.
Warriors football on WYNY Milford, Light 106.9. Listen to the game on air and online. This is Warriors football on Light 106.9.
Back on the countdown to kickoff now. Getting set for this game between Delaware Valley and Whitehall. Talked about the Warriors and what they've been doing lately. You know that well. Let's talk about Whitehall, tonight's opponent. And it's the second straight year that Delaware Valley is playing this Zephyrs team in the first round of the state playoffs. A year ago, actually was a year ago tomorrow to the day, DV went down to Whitehall and they were eliminated 34-13. The final score, game was much closer than that. The Warriors were up 13-10 at half. And it was still a one-score game going into the fourth quarter, and then it was all Whitehall. They outscored DV 17-0 in that final 12 minutes of play, but this is a different Delaware Valley team. It's a little bit different of a Whitehall team, too. They are bringing back, however, some very important pieces in their passing game, and it starts with their quarterback, Trey Dogmanitz.
Yeah, he comes in the game very close to the 2,000-yard mark, 20 touchdowns, 8 picks. So, he does a decent job of taking care of the football. And he, maybe one of the big things with Trey is that he really spreads the ball around. He doesn't have any one official favorite kind of guy, right? He's got 2 receivers with 40-plus receptions and 2 more with 20-plus. So they don't key on any one guy. I watched some film from last week's game, and really it was Jack Cucker who was kind of the dominant guy in that passing attack. Yet he was the number 2 guy during the regular season. So I think Trey just basically goes to who the hot hand is. He's not going to really have any one favorite, and that's one of the things that makes a guy dangerous, because you can't just key on trying to shut one guy down.
And both of those 2 receivers, those leading guys this year for Whitehall, they were involved in last year's game between DV and the Zephyrs, and that's Jack Cucker and also Braden Bayshore. Bayshore had a touchdown reception in that game. And then the other 2 targets that we'll talk about throughout the night, Caden Weaver, the tight end, and then Talon Dogmanitz, and that's Trey's brother, of course, a couple years younger than him. So those are the 4 targets in the passing game, and then there are a couple of running backs as well that the Zephyrs like to feature.
Yeah, I mean, the number 1 guy is going to be Dalton Wickel. If they're running the football, more than likely he's the one who's going to be carrying it. Earlier, he was out for 3 games during the season at a certain point, so I think Carter Troxel kind of picked up a lot of his carries during that stretch. He's the number 2, running back in terms of yardage and carries. But it's Wickel that's going to be the bell cow in terms of, toting the football on the ground. I watched that film. I think Delaware Valley should be able to stop that running attack. Obviously the pass, though, can change things. When you get linebackers kind of bailing out because if they think it's a pass, then suddenly, you get a little bit of an advantage in numbers along the line of scrimmage. So I really feel like when it comes to this game, a lot of this is going to be decided by those 3 guys up front for DV. Carter Fauble, Jake Albaugh, and as Coach Olsemer alluded to, Pasquale Ventucci, he's a real keystone to that defensive front for this team, and he's just been playing so well lately. We've mentioned it on air, and obviously Coach sees it in the tape too, and what he said during the interview.
Yeah, that feels like an area where DV can take control of this game. If they can win along the line on both sides of the football, they should be in good shape tonight. But this is a very dangerous team. We know this. They deserve all the credit that they get. The schedule, Craig, you've talked about it many times, the schedule that they play, it's rather incredible.
It is.
Week to week, just battle-tested. And it's something that Delaware Valley kind of unfortunately doesn't get to experience. But that's also why Coach Olsemer early on in the year schedules teams like Selinsgrove, Harrisburg, Downingtown East, and those 3 teams have a combined 1 loss. So this isn't the first time that Delaware Valley is playing a power in the state of Pennsylvania.
No, I mean, and look at, Harrisburg has 1 loss to another state-ranked team. Downtown East is undefeated. Both of them are top 10 teams in 6A.
Yeah.
That's the largest classification. So Delaware Valley's played against teams, knock on wood, better than Whitehall, I would say. But they need to bring the A game tonight. And like I said, I think the key tonight is going to be, can Delaware Valley get pressure with 4 guys, with 4 rushers? If you can get pressure with 4, and preferably Aiden Black is one of the guys coming off the edge, then they're going to win this game. Can they do it is the question.
And we will find out shortly. Kickoff is coming up in just a little bit here at Warriors Stadium. We're going to take another break now on the pregame show. When we come back, we've got some interviews for you from the Delaware Valley High School students. Francesca Antonecchia spoke with Maddie Ower. We also have Roxanne Kauke, who interviewed violinist Haley Dancheski, and also Cassie Joyce, talking with Chris Cassidy. Those coming up after the break. You're listening to Delaware Valley High School football on Pike County's hometown station, Light 106.9.
When it's time to eat, it's Primetime Meats in Milford. Primetime Meats has the freshest quality meats with great everyday low prices, so you can make meals your family will love for less. Kenny and his staff can even make cooking recommendations. Primetime Meats also has food to go, including subs, sandwiches, hot lunch items, and more. You can even save time and order online at primetimemeatspa.com. Check out daily and weekly specials online, too. When it's time to eat, it's Primetime Meats in Milford.
Thinking about selling your home? Call the market-leading real estate experts with an impressive 59 years of experience. Davis Archant Realtors. At Chant in Milford, they prioritize you. There are no hidden costs like tech, marketing, or administrative fees, just transparency and trust. Let them give you a free estimate of your home's value. Choose Davis Archant Realtors, where their goal is to sell your home fast at the best price. Davis Archant Realtors. Call 800-754-5860 or online at chantre.com.
The play-by-play of Warriors football is here on Light 106.9.
Hello, my name is Cassandra Joyce, and I'm the editor-in-chief of the Delaware. Today I'm joined by Chris Cassidy, a spotlight writer within our school community. My first question is, what are you currently working on?
Well, currently I'm working on my own novel. The writing and editing processes are both done, but there's still a publishing process I have to deal with before it's available for purchase.
What's the novel about?
Well, my novel is mainly dystopian themed, but it also has elements of a Western intertwined throughout.
What's your writing process like?
I usually try to plan out everything before I go, but that never actually works out for me. I usually end up changing things and swapping things around to craft the best, most engaging story I can.
Who inspires you as a writer?
Well, over the years, there have been many people who have inspired me, but I must say that out of everyone, the two people who inspired me the most are Hallie Balog and Owen Carso. Their success in the field of writing, as well as their kindness and good advice, has greatly inspired me to follow in their footsteps.
How did you first get into writing?
I've always done some sort of writing, whether it be little short stories as a kid or the novel I'm working on now.
Are there any other books that inspire you as a writer?
Well, if I'm being completely honest, and I know this is unusual for a writer, but I'm not really big on reading. I tend to get more inspired by a TV show or a movie.
Again, this is Cassandra Joyce, joined by Chris Cassidy. Why do you enjoy writing?
I enjoy writing because it gives me not only freedom, but an escape from reality, which can be pretty rough at times. I've also always enjoyed creating amazing characters, and writing is the most accessible way for me to do that.
What's your goal as a writer?
My overall goal as a writer is to go into screenwriting or being on a storyboard for a TV series or franchise where I can write and develop really strong, relatable characters.
How do you think DV has shaped your writing abilities?
Well, through Miss Fitzky and AP Comp class in my junior year, I've learned how to write better and more efficiently.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
Good question. I guess if I had to add anything else, I'd say that I couldn't have accomplished everything I have without the constant aid of my friends and family, who have pushed me to succeed no matter what.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Roxanne Kauke, and I am joined by Haley Dancheski, a spotlight musician who plays the viola within our school community. Hey, Haley.
Hello.
What are you currently working on in orchestra?
Well, right now our school orchestra ensemble is currently working on a few pieces to play at our winter concert in December.
How do you go about learning a new piece?
Well, to start a new piece, I normally just go for it. I play it through one time and then go back through to work out any pieces that I have the most difficulty with.
What is your favorite part about playing your instrument?
My favorite part of playing would definitely be after I go back through and I work out the difficult parts. It's the most satisfying thing to be able to finally get it right.
How did you first get into playing?
In second grade, the elementary school orchestra teachers came down, handed out papers with all the names of like cello, violin, viola, and when I looked at the paper I knew what a cello was and I knew what a violin was, but I had no idea what a viola was, so I guess it was just the curiosity.
Are there any musicians that inspire you as a violist?
Definitely my teachers throughout the years. Miss Flack here at DV has been such a great influence, pushing me to do my best even when I don't think I can.
Again, this is Roxanne Kauke, joined by Haley Dancheski. What is your ultimate goal as a musician?
Well, I'm not exactly planning on majoring on music performance in college, but if there were any programs or clubs I could join, I would be willing to.
How has DV shaped your musical abilities?
DV has given me the opportunity to work under such amazing teachers, and it's given me the opportunity to go to different festivals like Marywood, PIAA, all things like that.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
No, I think we've covered it all.
Perfect, thank you.
Listen to the game on air and online. This is Warriors football on Light 106.9.
We want to thank Cassandra Joyce, who spoke with author Chris Cassidy, and also Roxanne Kauke, who was talking to violist Haley Dancheski. Those were two of the three interviews that we were going to get to. We'll get to that final one with Francesca Antonecchia speaking to Matty Ower. We'll get to that one at halftime, as well as Michael Alaro talking to Eunice Choi. Those two interviews coming at halftime, but we're just a couple minutes away from getting going between DV and Whitehall. The two teams are on the field. The captains are about to meet at midfield. We'll take our final break now on the pregame show, and when we return, it's time for the state playoffs here at Warriors Stadium. Stick with us. You're listening to DV High School football on Light 106.9.
When the game is on the line, the Warriors count on their coaches to help them come out on top. Just like you can count on the experts at Olsemer Clark Insurance to tackle all your insurance needs. From business to personal, auto to home, Olsemer Clark Insurance has the skill to find the right coverage at the right price to help you protect what matters most. As an independent insurance agency, Olsemer Clark gives you the power of choice. Visit olsemerclark.com. Learn more about how you can protect what matters most to you with the help of Olsemer Clark Insurance.
LEAD, Law Enforcement Against Drugs and Violence, is the most rapidly growing drug and violence prevention charity in the United States. By using an evidence-based, tested, and proven effective curricula taught by law enforcement and educators, LEAD's school-based anti-drug and anti-violence program empowers children to make the right decisions about drugs, violence, alcohol, and bullying. Learn more about LEAD at leadrugs.org or follow us at We Are LEAD. Sponsored by LEAD Incorporated.
The play-by-play of Warriors football is here on Light 106.9.
Back at Warriors Stadium, just about ready to get go tonight. Delaware Valley hosting Whitehall in the first round of the PIAA Class 5A playoffs. Alongside Craig Brown, I'm Jake Graziano. Zach Smith producing for us back in the studio. And we thank you so much for joining us on this Friday evening. Friday, November 17th, Delaware Valley seeking their second state playoff win in program history. And they're facing off against the team that knocked them out a year ago. An opportunity for revenge for Whitehall. The Zephyrs will be starting with the football. Delaware Valley is on the field. Everett Bell ready to kick it away. DV, they're wearing their black jerseys, white pants, white helmets with the white numbers. And for the Zephyrs, all white with their jersey and pants. They've got a gold helmet and maroon-colored numbers for the Whitehall squad. The District 11 champions, they come in 8-4. DV is 9-3. They've won 9 games in a row. Weather at kickoff, pretty good for the middle of November. High 50s. No rain right now. There might be a little bit later. We will see.
Yes, it's going to be an interesting second half. We may have some precipitation.
Jack Cucker, Braden Bayshore waiting this kickoff from Bell, and it'll be Cucker who has it at the 10, crosses now the 15, the far side 20, and he gets brought down at about the 22. DV with their strong kick coverage team making another nice play. They've been doing that all year.
Yeah, you know, they gave up a little bit maybe the last couple games. They had a couple returns, a little stronger than we had seen earlier in the year, but tonight, early on, looks pretty good.
The Zephyrs will come out onto the field offensively now, led by their senior quarterback, Trey Dogmanitz, who passed for nearly 2,000 yards this season. He's in the gun. Standing to his right is the running back, Dalton Wickel. Dogmanitz fakes it to Wickel. Looks across the middle, deep for Cucker. It's caught at the 45. He crosses midfield and gets brought down from behind, but not before a huge gain up to the 40 of DV. That's a connection of 37 from Dogmanitz to Cucker.
And Isolino actually had pretty good coverage there. He went to make a play on the ball, but Cucker able to come down with it.
Whitehall right back up to the line. They're in a pistol set now. The give is to Wickel, and he runs into a wall. Stuffed at the line of scrimmage by the DV front. It'll be 2nd and 9. Really 2nd and 10.
Yeah, just straight zone right in the middle there for Wickel on that one. As you said, no space to go. The three guys in the middle up front doing their job there.
Once again, Whitehall will be in the pistol. 2 receivers to the near side right, 1 flanked out to the far side left. It's a handoff to Wickel, who runs off, tackle far side. And again, Jacob Alba is there. Wickel pushes the pile a bit, but he's only going to get a yard or 2 out of this. 3rd and long upcoming now for the Zephyrs.
Yeah, something I didn't see in the two games I watched. They hadn't kind of run that stretch type play. Either way, Delaware Valley on the spot there.
Pasquale Ventucci heads off to the sideline now as the Warriors will bring in a passing defense. Nickel set on this 3rd and 9 from the 40. Opening possession of the game. Doug Banitz is in the gun. There's movement along the line and a flag. And the Zephyrs are going to be backed up 5 yards to make it 3rd and 14.
Yeah, you know what? When you're a right tackle and you see number 89 getting ready to tee off right across, that's 100% a 5-yard penalty because Aiden Black is standing on the other side of the line.
Minute and a half into this game, no score. Whitehall has 3rd and 14 at the 45 of Delaware Valley. Earlier in the possession, a 37-yard hookup from Doug Manitz to Cucker. 3rd and 14, 2 receivers each side of the set. Doug Manitz looking to the far side left. It's complete, but it's a short gain. A nice tackle after the reception by Braden Bayshore, and it's going to be 4th down. And Coach Marino for Whitehall is sending out his punting unit.
Interesting. Now, last week in a similar situation, I saw him actually go for this in this particular field position. He's going to play a little more conservative here early on.
Cole Richards is on for the punt. DV has Jaden Ramirez and Ryder Machado standing back deep around their own 5-yard line. 4th and 9 at the 40. Trouble with the snap for Richards. He barely got it away. Fair catch signaled. No, Machado's, they are going to call it a fair catch. He did stick up his arm, tried to sell it like he didn't. So Machado's going to come back, and it'll be 1st down DV at about their own 13 or 14.
I apologize. I said number 89. That was number 87 I was trying to say. Aiden Black.
They understood what you meant. Warriors will be moving from our right to our left. Their first offensive possession of the night with 9:36 to go in the primetime meets first quarter. No score as Logan Olsmer will break the huddle with his offensive group around him.
A tough field position to start here for DV starting on their 13.
DV comes out in the eye. Kalitsnik and Machado behind their quarterback. Olsmer, play action fake. Olsmer looking deep. Olsmer throwing one up for Jaden Ramirez. And it's incomplete. That was really dangerous. Double coverage there, and the Warriors are lucky it just falls to the ground.
Yeah, that was maybe not the best decision there by Logan, but he got away with it.
I do like the decision to take a shot on 1st down.
Yeah, the aggressiveness, I have no issue with that.
I think Logan was a little too fired up on that one. Uncharacteristic throw, but it's 2nd and 10 now, and DV in the gun. Olsmer takes the snap. He's rolling out. Olsmer under pressure. He goes down. Sack in the backfield. And that's Caden Weaver making the play for Whitehall.
And he had Aiden Black in the flats, but just not able to get rid of the football fast enough. And I'm surprised Delaware Valley came out pass right out of the gate here.
Yeah.
Now with 3rd and 18, they're going to have to be careful. You don't want to make any mistakes here.
3rd and 18 on the 6. You might just see a running play here. DV in a bit of a pistol set here. Olsmer with Machado behind him. It's a handoff to Machado. He goes up the middle, has some space. Machado breaks a tackle. He's still going, fighting for a 1st down. He got it.
Unreal.
Ryder Machado on 3rd and 18, fighting his way for a 1st down, got all the way up to the 26 on a pickup of 20.
Coach Marino has to be beside himself on the opposite side of the field right now.
1st and 10 Warriors back up to the line. They hand it off to Machado again, who follows his blocks. This time he ran into one of his blockers, and he's brought down after a gain of 1, maybe 2. Caden Weaver active early, making another tackle there for the Zephyrs.
Yeah, he's of the 4 up front. He's definitely the one that I see on really kind of jump out on film. He's definitely the best defensive lineman I think that they have there.
Weaver, 6'1" senior, also plays tight end for the Zephyrs, and he comes in on the season, 21 receptions, 308 yards. Warriors back in that pistol formation. Justin Kalitznik in as a wing blocker here. It's a bubble screen out to the far side right, complete to Ramirez. Ramirez cuts it back to the middle of the field. Has a decent gain here, maybe 5 for him. It'll be 3rd and medium for DV upcoming.
Yeah, call it about 3rd and 5, maybe a long 4 here. Yeah, call it 4. A nice pickup there by Ramirez, really picking his way through the traffic right there.
Kyle Chayback, the number 2 tight end, comes onto the field now. He'll be next to Aiden Black, and Olsmer will be in the gun. Ryder Machado standing to his right. Jackson Corey, the receiver, to the far side right. Jaden Ramirez is to the left for this 3rd and 3. Olsmer takes the snap. Olsmer looking for Chayback across the middle. He's got him. Kyle reaches for a first down. He's up to the 40. That's a gain of 7, and so far the Warriors 2 for 2 on 3rd down.
Yeah, they haven't made it easy on themselves, but they've been able to convert here early on. And boy, we talked about in the pregame, I think controlling the clock here is going to be very important for this team tonight.
That was just the 4th reception of the season for Kyle Chayback. Justin Kalitznik comes back onto the field now. Ryder Machado is lined up as a slot receiver to the left of the formation. Kalitznik, the back, standing to the left of Olsmer for the first down. It's a handoff to Justin. He goes up the middle, lowers his shoulders, falls ahead, and picks up 4. 2nd and 6 now for the Warriors.
That's not a bad first down play if you're Delaware Valley and you're handing the ball off to your traditional fullback.
Ryder Machado gets a breather, comes off to the sideline now for 2nd and 6 from the 44. Olsmer under center. Fakes the give to Kalitznik. Olsmer dives ahead. It was that option play. Logan kept it himself. He gained a yard. It'll be 3rd and 5 from the 45.
Delaware Valley kind of putting in themselves in these sort of difficult 3rd down situations. It's definitely not an easy running down.
But neither was 3rd and 18.
True. Very true.
3rd and 5 from the 45. Half this first quarter gone by, still no score. This is the first offensive possession of the night for DV. Machado again lined up as a slot receiver now to the right. Logan takes the snap, fakes the give to Kalitznik, throws to the near side. It's complete to Ramirez. He's got a first down into Whitehall territory. Jaden Ramirez up to the 46 on a gain of 9.
A great designed play. At the snap, they have Albaugh actually in a jet motion to the outside to try and pick up a block for Ramirez as soon as he catches the ball. Able to just get enough there.
They're going to give him an extra yard up to the 45, and now a handoff to Machado. Machado knifing his way. Machado still on his feet. Machado still going as a first down. Inside the 35 and up to the 33. That's 12 for the senior who's running real tough right now.
That was a tough run there. Physical run by Ryder Machado.
Warriors back up to the line now. 1st and 10 at the Whitehall 33. Waiting for the play call. They're in the eye with Kalitznik and Machado standing behind the quarterback, Olsmer. It's a handoff to Machado, who follows his blocks, and Machado will be spun down. This time it was just a short gain. Actually, looks like they're going to give Ryder about a yard.
After that previous run there, I think Ryder probably needs a little bit of a break there, and he does. Izzolino will come in for Ryder at tailback.
And Mike Izzolino in his limited touches this season, averaging nearly 10 yards per carry for the Warriors. 2nd and 9, play action. There is a flag, and they're going to blow the play dead. And it's either false start or some sort of illegal procedure on DV. It'll back them up 5 yards.
Yeah, and Coach O talked about we can't get behind the schedule on offense. This is a situation that he's really trying to avoid here. 2nd and 14, not where you want to be with this particular offense.
4:46 remaining, first quarter, no score. Delaware Valley driving down the field. They've had 3 third down conversions on this possession. Now it's 2nd and 14 from the 37 of Whitehall. Olsmer in the gun. 3 receivers to the right. Logan's rolling out that way. Has some time. He's stepping up in the pocket now. He's looking downfield. And the pass is complete along the sideline to Jaden Ramirez, who gets pushed out immediately. Not before a decent little gain. They got that penalty yardage back. Picked up 5 up to the 32. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Yeah, so, if you pick up 4 or 5 yards here, gives you something makeable for 4th down. You're sort of in this sort of, right now you're in that in-between zone.
3rd and 9 from the 32 of the Zephyrs. DV might end up spending a timeout here. Play clock is down to 10-9. Almost certainly going to be a timeout taken by Coach O. And that's what Coach will do. Timeout Warriors, 3:44 remaining in the primetime meets first quarter. We've got no score. We'll be back for 3rd down and 9. You're listening to Delaware Valley High School football on Light 106.9.
When it's time to eat, it's Primetime Meats in Milford. Primetime Meats has the freshest quality meats with great everyday low prices, so you can make meals your family will love for less. Kenny and his staff can even make cooking recommendations. Primetime Meats also has food to go, including subs, sandwiches, hot lunch items, and more. You can even save time and order online at primetimemeatspa.com. Check out daily and weekly specials online, too. When it's time to eat, it's Primetime Meats in Milford.
You're listening to Warriors football on Light 106.9.
.344 remaining opening quarter. No score between Delaware Valley and Whitehall. First round of the state playoffs being played tonight at Warriors Stadium in Milford. DV is currently on their opening offensive possession of the night. They've converted 3 third downs thus far, including a 3rd and 18. Now they've got a 3rd and 9 at the 32 of Whitehall. Very important play upcoming. And Logan Olsmer will be in the gun all by himself. Well, no longer, as Justin Kalitsnik will motion into the backfield. Justin will be standing to his quarterback's left. Jaden Ramirez is in motion now. Olsmer looking downfield, throwing one up for Aiden Black. He got him! Touchdown DV! 32 yards from Olsmer to Aiden Black. Took a shot to the tight end and it worked out. And DV leads 6-0 in the early going.
Well, we talked about off air a little bit how I felt if Delaware Valley could get Aiden singled up against their defensive backs, he would have a pretty big advantage just because of the size.
Yep.
And right there, he actually ran open. It wasn't just a jump ball.
No, that was Aiden Black showing off all of his tools. Everett Bell is good. Warriors lead it 7-0. We'll take another quick break. DV up ahead. Listening to Delaware Valley High School football on Light 106.9.
If you've suffered an injury in New York, New Jersey, or Pennsylvania, you need to call the law firm of Zimmerman and Oliger. They have a concentration in personal injury litigation as well as family law and criminal defense. If you need help getting your life back on track, call them at 570-296-7300 or visit tristatetrial.com. The law firm of Zimmerman and Oliger. They are your tri-state trial team.
All season, don't miss the action of DV football. Home or away, we'll carry the play-by-play here on Light 106.9.
Back now at Warrior Stadium, DV strikes first tonight. They lead Whitehall 7-0 after the 4th receiving touchdown of the season from Aiden Black, the 9th passing TD of the year for the junior Logan Olsmer. And now we'll give you the Olsmer Clark Insurance drive summary.
Very impressive. 13 plays, 87 yards, 6 minutes possession. The extra point by Bell is good. Delaware Valley up 7-0 here, 3:37 to go in the first.
And oh, by the way, 4 third down conversions, including the touchdown play was one. DV going 4 for 4 on 3rd down. Kickoff from Everett Bell, hauled in by Bayshore around his own 8. He crosses the 15. Gets past the 20, but that's all he's going to have because of Mike Isolino making another nice play on special teams, and the Zephyrs are going to have it 1st and 10 at about their own 20-21.
Great coverage there by Isolino, and what can you say? You know, that drive really is keyed by the 3rd and 18 conversion.
Amazing.
Unreal run by Ryder Machado.
Yeah, almost like a concession run. Let's not throw. Let's not, turn the ball over. And instead, Ryder Machado on 3rd and 18 gains 20.
Yeah, individual efforts really do make a difference in this game from time to time.
Doug Manitz back out on the field now, and Wickel, the running back, is standing to his left. 2 receivers to the far side left. Handoff is to Wickel. Wickel fighting for space, nowhere to go. He's brought down in the backfield. Ventucci was there. Machado and Black as well. for the loss.
Big number 51 really making his presence known here early in this run defense. And thus far, the Zephyrs have not been able to do anything on the ground.
Drops him for a loss of 2 back to the 19. It'll be 2nd and 12 for the Whitehall offense, trailing by 7 here in the primetime meets first quarter. 3 minutes remaining in it. Dogmanitz again in the gun, and Wickel standing to his left. Dogmanitz has it, drops back, looks to the near side. It's complete to his brother. Going to be a decent gain across the 25 up to the 28. Pickup of 9. It'll be 3rd and a long. They're going to back him up a little bit now. It'll be 3rd and about 4.
Big down here for this Delaware Valley defense. If they can find a way to get off the field here, that would really secure some significant momentum here early in this game.
Talon Dogmanitz with his 27th reception of the season. He goes over 400 yards for the year. 3rd and 4 from the 27.
You saw in the last play, Delaware Valley did bring pressure from the right-hand side. So Coach not afraid to dial up a little bit of blitz.
See if they go with that again on this 3rd and 4. Dogmanitz looking for Dogmanitz. It's complete, and that's enough for a first down.
It's a little too easy there.
Yeah, pretty soft coverage there.
Yeah, a little too loose on the coverage to, on a 3rd and 4 situation, unfortunately for DV.
7-yard gain there up to the 34. First down for the Zephyrs. They're in the pistol now. Cucker and Bayshore there to the far side left of the formation. Cucker in the slot, and it's Talon Dogmanitz by himself to the near side right. 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Wickel, who runs off tackle left. Wickel trying to stretch it out. He'll fall ahead for a couple of yards. Nice job by DV setting an edge. 2nd and 7 or 8 upcoming.
He got a little more on that than it initially looked like he was going to be able to get.
Yeah.
Able to find a little bit of wiggle room there to get a positive first down play there for the Zephyrs.
Dalton Wickel came in about 155 rushing attempts and a little over 750 rushing yards.
The 3 games that he missed, they lost all 3 of those games.
Yep. 0-3 without him this year, 8-1 with him on the field. Dogmanitz stepping up, he'll take off. Dogmanitz is brought down. Ryder Machado from his safety spot with a huge open field tackle, and it limits it to a gain of just 2.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ryder, when he decided to go, he was like just a bullet coming out. I mean, he really closed quick.
3rd and 5 from the 39. Final minute of this opening quarter. DV leads 7-0. Whitehall has converted 1 third down on the drive. They're looking for another one now.
Taking their time here. Nobody's in a hurry here tonight.
10 seconds on the play clock. Dogmanitz with Wickel standing to his right. Those 2 leading receivers are off to the left. Dogmanitz takes the snap. He's looking downfield. He throws. It's complete. It's short of the line to gain. It's Caden Weaver, the tight end. He's going to be a couple yards short. See what Coach Marino does.
That's a tough spot here to go on 4th down. You're in your own territory.
4th and about 3.
And if it's a yard there, you might go for that 3. You're probably not going to run for a first down against DV here, so it would have to be a pass.
That is the end of the primetime meets first quarter. Delaware Valley leads 7-0 on the touchdown pass from Logan Olsmer to Aiden Black. We'll step aside. You're listening to DV High School football on Pike County's hometown station, Light 106.9.
Get fresh this holiday season with help from Olsmer's Christmas Tree Farm. Open Saturdays and Sundays, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., now through December 24th at noon. Open Black Friday. The tree pricing is as follows. 6 feet to 8 feet, $50, and trees over 8.5 feet, $80 with a coupon. $5 coupons can be from the newspaper or online at olsmerstreefarm.com. Get fresh this holiday season with a fresh-cut tree, wreath, or swag from Olsmer's Tree Farm. Exit 17 from Route 84 in Sterling, Pennsylvania. Just follow the signs.
Yard by yard, play by play. This is Warriors football on Light 106.9.
The teams have changed sides of the field. We start the second quarter of play, and on this 4th and 2 from their own 42, Coach Marino of Whitehall has again sent his punting unit out onto the field with Cole Richards.
Definitely have to watch these kind of situations.
Yes.
Number 33, Cole Richards in the punt for Whitehall here to start.
Be careful of any snap to One of those up backs. 4th and 2. Richards will kick it away. Nice punt fielded by Machado at about the 20. Ryder sidesteps, cuts it back. Ryder's still going, and he's going to lose a couple yards out of that final move. Gains about 4 on the return. It'll be 1st and 10 DV, moving from left to right. They'll have it at their own 24. 11:47 remaining in the first half. Delaware Valley leads this game 7-0.
Need to do a little bit better job on 1st and 2nd down in this drive, hopefully, because they definitely put themselves in some difficult spots in that first drive. Able to overcome them, obviously, but not something that you want to have to deal with all night long here.
Yeah, 3 times Delaware Valley had a 3rd and 5 or longer. Converted all of them, of course. 3rd and 5, 3rd and 8, and a 3rd and 18. Logan Olsmer meeting his teammates in the offensive huddle. Looks like we've got a stoppage on the field right now for something.
See Coach Donnelly. I don't know what this is.
There's a flag.
It's against Delaware Valley. I've never seen that signal in my life.
It was like a declined penalty signal was what they made, and it's not a declined penalty because Delaware Valley is going to move back 10 yards. So maybe a hold, block in the back.
Yeah, I didn't. Maybe it was a block in the back.
Oh.
Boy, that's more than 10
Wow,
yards.
yeah. So it was going to be at the 24, and instead it's at the 12. So that means that if there was a hold, it happened at the 22.
Yeah.
1st and 10 DV at their own 12. They're in the eye. Kalitznik and Machado behind their quarterback, Olsmer. Machado gets the give. Machado up the middle. Really nowhere to go. Nice run stop by the Whitehall defense. And Ryder did get a couple yards out of that. He was able to push the line a little bit.
Looks like it'll be about the 15-yard line.
They're going to give him 3. It's not a bad gain considering where he was initially contacted. 2nd and 7 at the 15. 11:20 to go in the half. Again, the Warriors will be in the eye. 2nd and 7 from the 15. Olsmer hands it off to Machado. Machado knifing his way through. Machado is going to get his way up to the 19. 3 yards short of a first down. Ryder Machado, he's running with some real force tonight.
It's 19.
The 19. 3 yards short. It'll be 3rd and 3. See if the Warriors stick with that ground game here. Jaden Ramirez and Colin McGarvey, the 2 receivers off to the right. Justin Estevez is in the game as a wing blocker. Olsmer in the pistol. Handed off to Machado, goes up the middle. Machado trying to fight for a first down. He's close.
Very close.
He is right at the 22, I think.
To see where they spot this football. Wow.
They've got it right at the 22.
And they're not going to measure it.
And first down.
I didn't see the. Usually you see the officials will point to move the chains, and we did not get that signal from here.
Warriors ready to go. 1st and 10 from their own 22, and we've got a stoppage. Official timeout?
There was no change of any players, so I'm not sure why.
Wow, what is going on here?
What is this?
Could this be a complaint from the Whitehall sideline that this should have been measured?
But
it's too late.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know what this is here.
Well, it's stopping momentum. I can tell you that much.
Nothing is happening as of now. They did just change the spot of the ball a little bit. But as of now, all indications are that it's going to stay first down DV.
I saw Chayback come on, so
I don't know.
Double tight formation here.
That was a confusing official timeout. Nonetheless, first down Warriors. That's all we care about. Olsmer will be in the gun. Machado standing to his right. Handoff goes to Ryder, who cuts it up the middle of the field. Falls ahead. Has a decent gain past the 25 up to about the 27. Give the senior Machado 5 more.
One thing I did see when Liberty played against Whitehall, when they went double tights, they were really able to do a pretty good job of running the football against this defensive front.
Estevez is in the game. And as Craig said, the 2 tight ends as well. Handoff goes to Machado, follows the blocks. Machado crosses the 30-yard line. Gets up to the 31, 2 yards short of that first down stick. DV really grinding here on this possession.
I'm definitely going to have to watch the number of touches number 1 has here.
3rd and 2 from the 31. Handoff Machado. Goes up the middle, needs 2 yards. He's not going to get anything. That is a great play.
He's close with the forward progress. They're going to give it to him.
Really?
Yeah. I saw where he was actually stopped. It was right about there.
He needed to. He got to. It was a nice play by Carter Troxell, but not before Machado.
The offensive line got a little bit of a push up front initially and was able to get him just enough there.
Machado's going to come off now. Mike Izzolino checks into the game. 1st and 10, Delaware Valley. Logan Olsmer rolling out to the right, looking to the flat. It's complete to Justin Estevez. Justin's got a first down up near midfield. That's 16, maybe 17. And the number 2 fullback makes his 4th reception of the season.
Yeah, we've seen Delaware Valley fullbacks make a living on that play, and Olsmer took a little bit of a hit there at the end, but able to deliver the football on target.
They'll give him 17 yards up to midfield. 8.5 to go first half. DV leading 7-0. And they're driving now. Izzolino still in the game. Play action fake. Olsmer looking downfield, looking for the near side. It's complete. It's Ramirez. And Ramirez so shifty. Gets away from 1 tackle, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 30 on a gain of 20.
Big cushion they were given for number 5 on that play, and Logan and Jaden take advantage.
1st and 10, Delaware Valley at the Zephyrs 30-yard line. Back in the eye now for DV. Handoff goes to Izzolino. He's exploding up the middle, inside the 15, the 10, and into the end zone. A gaping hole that Izzolino exploited, and Delaware Valley leads 13-0 with 8:03 to go in the first half.
Very good vision by Mike. He got to the line of scrimmage, saw the cutback lane open wide up, and as soon as he got through the line of scrimmage, nobody was going to catch Mike Izzolino.
Mike Izzolino, 5th rushing touchdown of the season. Everett Bell does what he does, makes it 14-0 Delaware Valley. 4 minutes gone by, second quarter. DV, 2 offensive possessions, 2 touchdowns. We'll take another break. You're listening to Delaware Valley High School football on Light 106.9 and on the Light 106.9 WYNY app.
When it's time to eat, it's Primetime Meats in Milford. Primetime Meats has the freshest quality meats with great everyday low prices, so you can make meals your family will love for less. Kenny and his staff can even make cooking recommendations. Primetime Meats also has food to go, including subs, sandwiches, hot lunch items, and more. You can even save time and order online at primetimemeatspa.com. Check out daily and weekly specials online, too. When it's time to eat, it's Primetime Meats in Milford.
The play-by-play of Warriors football is here on Light 106.9.
About as good of a start as you could ask for Delaware Valley tonight in the first round of the state playoffs. 8:03 to go second quarter. They lead Whitehall 14-0. We've got another Olsmer Clark Insurance drive summary.
9 plays, 88 yards, capped off by the 30-yard touchdown sprint by Mike Izzolino. Once again, Everett Bell is good. 14-0 Delaware Valley, 8:03 to go here in the first half.
By the way, for Mike Izzolino now, he is averaging over 10 yards per carry on the season. 34 carries, 345 yards for the sophomore.
Just such a different change of pace between him and Ryder.
Everett Bell's kickoff will be fielded by Cucker around the 10. Cucker switches sides of the field. Gets past the 15. He's still going, and he's brought down there. Colton Handy. Excuse me, no, not Colton Handy. It was instead Teagan. Aiden Conklin. Three tries, I finally got it. Aiden Conklin on the tackle. Whitehall will start it at their own 18.
It's a long ways away from here. And yeah, you were just about to say this, and I was going to say the DV kick coverage has been excellent here in the first half. Really, really good.
Been a big advantage all season, and tonight it's been fantastic. So 1st and 10 Whitehall at the 18. They're trailing by 2 touchdowns now. Dogmanitz takes the snap, hands it off to Wickel, and Wickel runs right into the arms of Justin Kalitsnik. He falls ahead for a couple up to the 20.
And probably give him about 2 or 3, as you said. And Justin Johnny on the spot there for the Warriors.
2nd and 8.
It looked like he was going to pick up more than that, and it looked like a 3 or 4 yard pickup, but Justin just stoned him right there.
Dogmanitz in the gun. Wickel standing to his left. It's another handoff to the senior. This one off tackle. He shoves off Handy and then gets shoved out of bounds himself by Ryder Machado, but not before a nice gain. Excuse me, that was Troxel this time, not Wickel. A yard short of a first down.
Yeah, that off tackle play, they didn't show that a whole lot on film, so a little wrinkle here, Coach Marino. And probably the most successful run they've had tonight on that one.
Troxel really a physical runner. Whitehall in the pistol now for this 3rd and 1. Dogmanitz hands it off to Troxel. He needed a yard. It looks like he got about 2.
Yeah, I think he got just enough there.
Troxel picks up a Whitehall first down.
We do have a player down on the field. It is a Warrior, I believe. It might be Ventucci. It is Ventucci.
That's a huge, huge blow for Delaware Valley if he's going to be out for any significant time here.
Pasquale Ventucci down on the field. We'll step aside. 6:37 remaining, second quarter. DV leads 14-0. It'll be first down Whitehall when we return. You're listening to Delaware Valley High School football on Light 106.9.
Oftentimes, the wheelchairs our veterans and first responders receive from their healthcare providers are subpar at best. Some are falling apart, with a years-long waiting list for a new one. This lag causes a tremendous amount of stress for our heroes and creates a burden for their caregivers. Isolation leads to depression. We build what they need to get outdoors, hunting, fishing, or playing sports. Join the mission at wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
This is Light 106.9, your home for Delaware Valley sports. This is Warriors football on the Light.
Pasquale Ventucci able to walk off to the sideline without any assistance. Great sign. Hopefully he gets back out on the field shortly. But it's 1st and 10 Whitehall at their own 29. 6.5 to go, second quarter. 14-0 DV leads it. Play action fake. Dogmanitz rolling out. He's under pressure. He steps up, gets away from Alba, and he's going to dive ahead back to the line of scrimmage. It was quite the journey to get back to the line.
Yeah.
Jacob Alba.
Yeah. That's a pretty imposing figure to see as you turn around at play action there.
Yeah, all 6'6", 270 of him.
But Dogmanitz really did a good job of getting back to the line of scrimmage on that play.
2nd and 10 at the 29. Troxel stays in as the back. He's standing to the right of his quarterback in the gun. 2 receivers to the far side right, 1 to the near side left. Play action fake. Dogmanitz rolling out to the right. It's complete towards the middle of the field. It's a first down past the 40. That's Braden Bayshore. He gets up to the 42 on a gain of 13.
Good sign right here. Pasquale Ventucci's coming back on the field.
That is great.
And Delaware Valley brought a middle blitz there and was not able to get there. That really opened up that throw over the middle because the linebackers had vacated that section.
Dogmanitz, it's a pistol set now. He fakes the give to Troxel, keeps it himself. Dogmanitz has a decent gain as he slides down past the 45. They're going to give him near the 48-yard line, 5 or 6 yards there for the senior quarterback, Dogmanitz.
Supposed to mark that down right where the slide begins.
Yep, that was absolutely not where it began. Gave him an extra yard and a half. 2nd and 4 now.
Tell you what, very, very athletic, though, is Trey.
Yes. 3 receivers off to the right of the set. It's a play-action fake. Dogmanic stepping up, and he will not get away this time. Allball brings him down. It's a loss of 3 on the sack. Aiden Black off that edge, and then right into the waiting arms of Allball.
Aiden Black and Brzezinski both got off the ball quick, and Dogmanic was forced to step up into the pocket, but number 77 took the pocket away.
Perfect job by that defensive line. 3rd and 7 now from the 45. Really big down in this game. DV leading by 14. Whitehall has something going on this possession. Dogmanic throwing across the middle. It's complete. It's Cucker. It's a first down into DV territory inside the 35, and a late flag comes in. Pass was completed up to the 33. It's a gain of 22.
It's usually going to be a face mask or something extracurricular at the end there. You know, the one thing I did see, Whitehall really is very effective throwing the ball over the middle.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's where they've...
Even on tape, when you watch it, that's where they make their hay in the passing game is you know, a lot of... I don't know. I thought that was an extra man. I thought that was too many players on the field. But that's not where you would call that. So
5 yards going to be tacked on. It was at the 34. It's going to be at the 29 now.
Anyway, they do a good job of drawing linebackers and kind of freezing them and then hitting the seam or the post over the middle.
1st and 10 Zephyrs are at the 29 of DV. 4 minutes to go first half. Warriors lead 14-0. Dogmanic's in the gun. Fakes it to Troxel. Rolls out to the right. Aiden Black is there. Throw across the middle is incomplete. It hit off the arms of the intended target Bayshore, but Dogmanic that time was rushed by Aiden Black.
Yeah, that's true. You can argue Bayshore maybe should have been able to catch that, but Dogmanic definitely saw a lot of number 87 kind of in his face and was not able to throw a quality ball there.
One thing I was thinking about with these plays across the middle, remember last week, Abington Heights had opportunities across the middle. Not the best execution, but maybe something that the Zephyrs saw on tape.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 at the 29. Another fake give and a completed pass to Cucker. And Jack Cucker is close to a first down. It looks like he's about a yard short, up to the 20 of Delaware Valley.
Yeah, that play action is just enough to freeze that linebacker. And you can kind of sneak a guy right in behind there with a quick slant or post pattern. And really that's what Whitehall's kind of found here on this drive so far.
3rd and 1 at the DV 20. Dogmanic will be lined up under center with Troxel behind him. Bayshore's in motion. They're going to hand it off to him. Bayshore will not get away from Machado. Dropped in the backfield on 3rd and 1. They lose 2. And it's going to be 4th and 3.
Ryder Machado with a big, big play on defense. Now, how many times have we seen him blow those kind of plays up? And bubble screens, anything to the wide side, he seems to always be right there.
Machado's playing an incredible defensive game right now. 4th and 3. Really 4th and 4 maybe.
Huge down here for this DV defense.
4th and 4. Dogmanic's in the gun. Takes the snap. Drops back. Looks deep. Looks for the end zone. Too far. Incomplete. He was looking for Cucker. It's a turnover on downs, and the DV defense stepped up when they needed to.
Boy, Cucker had a step there. Dogmanic was just a little too strong there. I thought Isolino was going to get there in time, but he wasn't able to, so that was just all on Dogmanic, unfortunately, there for him. Huge, huge play for Delaware Valley right there.
14-0 Warriors lead it. 2:33 to go first half. It'll be 1st and 10, DV at their own 23-yard line. They've got 2 timeouts remaining. It's a handoff to Kalitsnik, who has space up the middle. Justin will lunge ahead. Looks like they're going to give him the 28 or 29 here. He picked up at least 5 on that first down carry.
Just a little quick inside trap there for Justin.
Warriors back up to the line now. It's again a handoff to Kalitsnik. He's going to push the pile. He's going to fight for a first down. Backing his way across the 35 up to the 36.
Basically the same play. Just not any space off to the right-hand side for him to take advantage of, so he just did it himself.
8 yards there for Kalitsnik. Justin Estevez comes into the game now, replacing him at fullback. It's a handoff to Machado. Machado runs into a wall. Gains 2 or 3 here. And Whitehall is going to take a timeout with 1:43 to go in the half. We'll take a timeout, too. You're listening to Delaware Valley High School football on Light 106.9.
The Delaware Valley offensive line protects the quarterback and keeps the opponent from breaking in. Just like how the experts at Ulsimer Clark Insurance can help you best protect what you value most in business and in life. Their insurance advisors have a strong passion for insurance, and they treat customers like family. As an independent insurance agency, Ulsimer Clark gives you the power of choice. Visit ulsimerclark.com. Learn more about how you can protect what matters most to you with the help of Ulsimer Clark Insurance.
Yard by yard, play by play. This is Warriors football on Light 106.9.
Back here at Warriors Stadium, it'll be 2nd and 8, DV at their own 38. Minute 43 to go in the half. Warriors lead this game 14-0. Each team has 2 timeouts remaining in the first half after Coach Marino on the Whitehall side took his first timeout. Now, Craig, we've got a bit of a cat and mouse game here between Ulsimer and Marino.
Yeah, it's interesting here what Coach O might want to try to do. I think, as you said off air with me, I think they're going to run the ball here again and see what happens.
They do come out in the gun. It's Kalitsnik standing to the left of Ulsimer. 3 receivers to the far side left of the set as well. They're going to throw a bubble screen complete to Jaden Ramirez, who has some blockers in front. Ramirez has a first down, streaking down the sideline. There is a flag, and Ramirez is going to be tackled inside the 40 of Whitehall.
It's probably coming back, though.
But this is far enough downfield that...
Well, now they moved it. They moved the flag further back. Where did he... Oh, where is it? There it is. So they're going to say it was at the 49 was where the penalty was. It's probably going to be it.
Basically going to bring the ball back to...
where we were.
Yep. Holding call on DV.
So I figure it's going to be 2nd and 10, or 2nd and 8 once again, or just about.
That's too bad. That was really nicely set up, and Ramirez tonight has been great after the catch.
He really has. He's looked like the Ramirez that we kind of know and love over the last couple of years.
Yep.
So 2nd and 8 again.
Yeah, how about that? After all that, it's 2nd and 8 with a minute 33 on the clock. And Kalitsnik still in there, now standing to the right of Ulsimer, and all 3 receivers are also to the near side right of the set. 2nd down and 8. Logan takes the snap, hands it off to Kalitsnik, goes up the middle. He's got a first down and more into Whitehall territory. Kalitsnik finally brought down up at the 48 of the Zephyrs. That's 14 yards for the senior fullback.
Yeah, clearly Coach O showing he's not afraid to run on 2nd and 3rd and long situations, especially when he feels like he's got numbers to the weak side.
Minute 20 on the first half clock. First down in Whitehall territory for DV as they look to grow their lead. Logan Ulsimer rolling out to the right. Logan under some pressure now. He's going to throw one towards the sideline, incomplete. A little bit too far for Jaden Ramirez. Tried to hit him along the sideline. Jaden has been heavily targeted tonight.
For good reason. I mean, look at, he runs some of the best he's a great route runner. He just is.
He's a technician.
He is. He's seemingly open on every one of those kind of plays. It's just a matter of, can you get the ball to him?
If DV wasn't such a run-heavy team, Ramirez is a guy who you would figure could threaten for about 1,000 yards receiving in a season. It'll be 2nd and 10 now at the 48 of Whitehall. Minute 7 to go in the half. DV up 14-0, looking for more. They're in the pistol. Machado back out on the field, and he gets the give, goes up the middle. Machado is stonewalled. The ball is on the ground, and it's recovered by the Zephyrs.
Oh, my goodness.
That is so uncharacteristic of Ryder Machado.
Boy, the one thing you couldn't have happen if you're Delaware Valley with a minute to go in the game.
He is really, really upset with himself, and he's got his teammates coming over to tell him, hey, It's okay. We need you now on defense.
Yeah. So, huge situation here for this DV defense. You can't allow this to be turned into 7. And we know that's how Whitehall basically were able to recover and end up winning last week was the turnover battle. And they were able to turn them into points twice in the second half.
There's a minute flat left in the half. First down and 10 for the Whitehall Zephyrs at their own 45. They trail by 14. Dogmanitz has the snap. It's complete towards the far sideline, and Bayshore crosses midfield. Actually, it looks like they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at midfield. Let's see where they spot this. They do spot it at the 50. So that's a gain of 5 from Dogmanitz to Bayshore. It'll be 2nd and 5.
So now is where we talked about, Coach Olsemer said his guys up front need to get pressure. This is that kind of situation. You know they're going to be throwing the football here. You've got to get some pressure on that pocket.
Trey Dogmanitz, the quarterback, is standing by himself as he motions out Talon Dogmanitz. Low snap handled by the quarterback. He steps up in the pocket. He's going to run. He slides down at about the 46 of DV.
He should be short.
He is a yard short, and I think
should be running here.
A timeout was called.
Okay.
Timeout taken by Whitehall. That was their second timeout of the half. So they've got one remaining. We've got 47 seconds remaining in the half. DV leading 14-0. And you just think about how big that fumble was.
Yeah.
You had a chance to go into the half maybe up 21-0. Really, at worst, you're thinking we're up 14-0 at half. Right. We get the ball to start the third quarter. We are in great shape. Now, you've got an opportunity to let Whitehall back into this game, but that's why this defensive stand is so important.
It's huge. This is a huge possession for both of these teams right here. If Whitehall can't take advantage of the turnover and go into halftime, that's kind of a gut kick, right? Like, our defense did the job. They were able to get us the ball back, and we still couldn't get it done. In good field position. So this is a big momentum drive here, one way or the other, going into the half.
For sure. It'll be 3rd and 1 out of the timeout. Just one timeout remaining for Coach Andy Marino in Whitehall. DV has 2. 48 seconds to go in the second quarter. Warriors up 14-0.
You got to really be careful of the double move here if you're Delaware Valley on the outside.
Trey Dogmanitz in the gun. Dalton Wickel standing to his left. Dogmanitz, couple step drop back. He rolls out of the pocket now. Dogmanitz trying to keep the play alive, throwing downfield along the sideline. Was that hauled in? It was. What a throw. What a catch from Cucker. It's a first down up to the 33, 17 yards. Cucker's having a big night.
He is, and DV had good coverage there, and I think maybe just a little bit of a layback there at the end of that play, thinking the ball was going out of bounds, but Cucker able to get a toe in.
Yeah, he was right up against that boundary. 1st and 10 at the 33, 40 seconds to go. Dogmanitz again has some time throwing downfield, and he's got Bayshore inside the 20.
And this is where that DV has to get pressure, and the last couple, not the previous play, they forced Dogmanitz out, but that play he had time.
That was a gain of about 15 up to the 18. Dogmanitz now looking across the middle for Cucker, and he's got him as he falls into the end zone. And the Zephyrs cut into this deficit in the final minute of the first half. It's now 14-6 DV.
And you know what? We talked about it. Where are they really making the hay? It's over the middle.
Yeah.
They're hitting those posts and seam patterns over the middle, and that's really where they're really hurting Delaware Valley. It's not really the stuff outside the numbers. Huge drive there by Whitehall.
Points off turnovers. That's been the story the last couple of weeks for the Zephyrs. Extra point is good, 14-7. Whitehall cuts the lead in half. We'll take a break here. You're listening to Delaware Valley High School football on Light 106.9.
Thinking about selling your home? Call the market-leading real estate experts with an impressive 59 years of experience. Davis Archant Realtors. At Chant in Milford, they prioritize you. There are no hidden costs like tech, marketing, or administrative fees, just transparency and trust. Let them give you a free estimate of your home's value. Choose Davis Archant Realtors, where their goal is to sell your home fast at the best price. Davis Archant Realtors, call 800-754-5860 or online at chantre.com.
Warriors football on WYNY Milford, Light 106.9. Yard by yard, play by play. This is Warriors football on Light 106.9.
Back here at Warriors Stadium, and the Zephyrs are on the board after an 18-yard touchdown pass from Trey Dogmanitz to Jack Cucker. And Jack Cucker, DV's got to figure something out with him in a hurry.
Yeah, 5 plays, 55 yards, covered in about 35 seconds.
Yeah.
So DV's got to find a way to stop that pass over the middle.
That was the Olsmer Clark Insurance Drive summary. Squib kick fielded on a bounce by Jaden Ramirez. He crosses the 15, past the 20 now, and there is a flag as Ramirez crosses the 30, gets brought down at about the 34. They're going to give him forward progress to the 35, but this will almost certainly be coming back, and DV will almost certainly kneel out this half.
That would be my guess. A couple of scores from around District 2 here in playoff time, thanks to our friends at NEPAfootball.com, the NPF Football Network. Dallas 14-6 over Valley View. That one's got about 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Dunmore 20-0 over Williams Value. That is in the second. We had a correction of the score we were looking at before. Lackawanna Trail up 26-0 over Minersville. That one's at the half.
What a season the Lions have had and continue to have.
They've been very good. Oh, my goodness. We were kind of taking a look. Northwestern Lehigh was playing Palmerton tonight. Both of those teams went into that undefeated. It's still the first half, and Northwestern Lehigh's up 37-0. So you can see. We know the Tigers had a difficult schedule this year compared to Palmerton.
Logan Olsmer takes a knee, and that's going to end a good first half. It could have been great, but still a good first half for Delaware Valley. They lead Whitehall 14-7 at the break. Coming up, we will have the Zimmerman and Oliger halftime show for you. Break down this first half after our commercial stoppage. You're listening to Delaware Valley High School football on Light 106.9, Pike County's hometown station.
All families are different, and some have parents or children with little to no eyesight. But this doesn't stop them from sharing the work, play, love, and laughter of family life. Eyesight doesn't define a parent, a child, or a family. What counts is being together. Want to learn more? Visit us on the web at blind.org. The National Federation of the Blind. Live the life you want.
You're listening to Warriors football on Light 106.9.
It's time for the Zimmerman and Oliger halftime show. We've reached the halftime break here in Milford. Alongside Craig Brown, I'm Jake Graziano. 14-7. Delaware Valley leads it. They were up 14-0 moments ago, and then in the waning seconds of the second quarter, Dogmanitz was able to find Cucker across the middle. They've been doing that all night long, and it resulted in a Whitehall touchdown. But let's start with the positive, and it was DV coming out with 2 scores in their first 2 offensive possessions. Aiden Black with a long touchdown reception, and then Mike Izzolino with a long touchdown run. Also very greatly aided by Ryder Machado's excellence.
Yes. Yeah, Ryder Machado on 3rd and 18, converting inside Delaware Valley's own 15-yard line.
Amazing.
That was just a massive play.
To me, the play of the game so far.
So far, yeah, I would agree. Certainly for Delaware Valley.
It just set the tone in such a big way because you were going to go 3 and out. You were going to have to punt from your own end zone.
On your first possession.
And instead, that drive resulted in a touchdown.
Yeah.
So what a swing that was.
Yeah, and let's be honest. They have 2 drives of 80-plus, not just 80-plus, but 88 and 87 to score tonight.
Yep.
At the high school level, that's not easy to do. No. I mean, that takes consistent positive plays, and these are high school guys, right? So you're not always going to get that.
Yeah.
But those first 2 possessions really went well, and unfortunately, the 3rd possession was going pretty well as well.
Yeah.
Until, unfortunately, Ryder has the ball stripped out of his arms, and that's what leads to those turnover points. And, boy, how important that was for Whitehall. to end that half and score
Gave them
points.
life.
It's huge, just monstrous, especially with DV getting possession to start the third quarter.
And we don't have fumble stats, but I really can't remember a Ryder Machado fumble this season.
Yeah, he's been very, very, very secure with the ball.
Yeah.
Considering, the pounding that he gets. That's partially, I think, a part of his game because he's very elusive and he doesn't take a lot of big hits usually.
You're right.
But in that instance, he kind of got held up, and I think somebody ripped it out. And here we are, 14-7 at the half. Like you said, just sort of one play away from it being almost a perfect half for DV. But, hey, you're going to have adversity along the road, so you're going to have to overcome that.
Yeah, and you're still up 7. You get the ball to start the third quarter. If you had told Coach O and his guys you're going to go into the locker room up 7, you're going to get the football, I think they would sign up for that. So let's forget what happened in that last minute, and that's actually something I want to touch on, too, because after Ryder lost that fumble, he was really drooping his shoulders and head. You can't have that.
No.
And Ryder Machado, every single person in that room should be saying, we are not here without you.
Right. We
need you.
Right.
And, hey, one mistake does not define you. We need more out of you in the second half. And I think Ryder Machado is the type of guy who will be able to go in there in the locker room and forget about that fumble quickly.
Yep. Hey, what do you know? We got 24 minutes of football left here, and it's going to be entertaining, I think.
It should be really, really fun, and that first possession of the second half is going to set the tone in a big way. We're going to take our first break now on the Zimmerman and Oliger halftime show. Out of this break, we've got a couple of interviews for you. We'll get to that one that we tried to get to in the pregame, couldn't get to it. Francesca Antonecchia talking with Matty Ower, and also Michael Alaro interviewing Eunice Choi. Those two interviews coming up out of this break. You're listening to Delaware Valley High School football right here on Light 106.9.
If you've suffered an injury in New York, New Jersey, or Pennsylvania, you need to call the law firm of Zimmerman and Oliger. They have a concentration in personal injury litigation as well as family law and criminal defense. If you need help getting your life back on track, call them at 570-296-7300 or visit tristatetrial.com. The law firm of Zimmerman and Oliger. They are your tri-state trial team.
As a young adult at this point in your life, you probably have a lot of questions. Like, what's next? What does my future hold? The thing is, there's no right answer, only your answer. Your friendships, experiences, and purpose. It's all your choice. So what will you choose? As you make choices about the future, the military can be a resource for information to help bring a fulfilling path into focus. A public service message from the Department of Defense. To learn more, visit todaysmilitary.com.
I'm Michael Alaro with the Delaware, and I'm interviewing Eunice Choi, an artist from our high school. So Eunice, who inspires you as an artist?
I think it's like the people around me, my friends, like teachers, my family.
So how did you first get into making artwork?
I don't exactly remember when I started it, since I was just an art kid from like when I was like 3-4 years old, just like playing with crayons and stuff. But I just naturally made artworks, I'd say. I was just more like colors and like lines, drawing, just like doodling around.
Are there any specific pieces of art that inspire you? Or like any specific kind of artists that you follow?
I follow a lot of Korean artists and like some Asian artwork, like Asian artists that do a lot of like watercolors and stuff. Yeah, I enjoy a lot of them. The artworks that really inspire me is artworks that I made before, like in the past, and I get inspirations from them and then kind of develop them with like better skills.
Is there anything big that you're currently working on?
In my AP studio art class, I'm currently working on my project that's really in the portfolio for an exam. It's about my like memories, how memory affect me, and then like I'm a senior now. I'm working on my college applications and stuff. But then I'm like looking back at my kid's memory, like when I was like pure innocent and like so like just pure happiness. I was just looking at the picture and I was like, wow, time passed so quick, and just all the kind of memory stuff. That's about, the artwork's about that.
So what's kind of the process that you go through when you first start making a piece of art?
First, I get an idea, like a sudden idea, or like, I want to talk about this. I want to express this idea. and then I write them on my notes or like my sketchbook, and then I start kind of brainstorming about like what kind of composition I want, and I kind of plan them out, and then I start really creating the piece once I know what I'm going to do.
So why do you enjoy making art so much?
Just looking at the finished artwork, it started from just blank piece of paper, and then now there's something existing there. I feel so proud of myself for like finishing it, and then I feel accomplishments from that, because like just creating something.
Mm-hmm. Like you made something, this was your work.
Something from nothing is like existing now. I think that kind of concept is crazy. I think that's how I keep doing art, and then how I love it, I enjoy it, like that.
So what's your goal as an artist? Like, do you have future plans on it? Do you want to pursue it more as a career?
Currently, I'm thinking I want to major in graphic design in college, and then work as a graphic designer for like companies or businesses or like people. But like main goal as an artist in my life is just to really continue doing art, and then feel happiness from doing art, and then I want people to feel happiness through my artwork, and just I think happiness is like the key that I want to explore with my art.
So you just mentioned graphic design is what you would like to pursue. Are you currently taking any high school classes that might help with that?
I'm not taking graphic design course, but I'm taking like a lot of art classes, like 3D design, studio art, painting, just that kind of basic art skills. And then I think graphic design is really about like how I'm gonna send this message, and how I'm gonna like really express these ideas through my artwork. So I think building my skills throughout those art courses, and then really learning more about the softwares and skills in like higher levels later, I think that's how I'm gonna like really learn them and then really use them.
If you go into graphic design, will you continue to make like artwork on canvases and stuff like that?
I think so. I think that's why I chose graphic design, because sometimes people say if you pursue art as a career, you're not going to like it. Sometimes people say that, and then because I love art, I don't want to lose my interest in it. Mm-hmm. So graphic design is still art, but like, it's like the like business more stuff.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to pursue a career as a graphic designer, keep doing art, but then as a hobby or like my side, like on the side, I'm still gonna do all the watercolors, illustration, canvas, painting. So I keep loving art.
Yeah, you don't want to burn yourself out of the love.
Nope.
So how has DV shaped your artistic process and abilities?
The one thing I really love about DV's art program is that the art courses are really diverse. Mm-hmm. I really liked it, and also like the teachers are really nice. They're supportive, and like they made me think as an artist. Like throughout the high school years, I really learned how to think like an artist, and how to plan for a work, and not just like a pretty art piece, but like an art piece that has like meanings in it, that has something really more than just a artificial, not art, superficial beauty. So just go beyond that. They helped me so much on that. I'm really appreciating for them.
Is there any specific teacher that really helped you with that process and stuff?
Dr. Lance. She was my AP art history teacher. She was my painting teacher. And then Miss Kaler, yearbook advisor, and my AP studio art teacher. Whenever I wanted to ask them for feedback, I always went to them and then asked for feedback. How do you think? And how can I develop it more as an artist?
So earlier in the interview, you mentioned applying to colleges and stuff. Mm-hmm. Is there any specific college? Is there a specific college that you want to go to pursue your art career?
I do not have any specific colleges that I want to go to. I applied to Yale, which has a great master's degree program in art, and like they allow undergrad students to take grad courses. So for that, I was really delighted that if I get in, I can experience those grad art programs. So that's cool. And like some Ringling, they're good art colleges, and just like that.
Is there anything else that you would like to add?
I just want to tell people to really enjoy art, and then I want people to really love art. not as just like art in high school, like course, but like art in their life. They can embrace art in their life. So yeah, in that way.
All right, that's all for today. Thank you very much for your time.
Hello, my name is Francesca Antonecchia, and I'm joined by Maddie Oyer, a spotlight artist within our school community. What are you currently working on?
Right now in AP Studio Art, I'm working on a drawing of a Ferris wheel lit up at night, so the neon lights should be exploding across the sky.
What processes do you go through in creating your art?
Because of the classes that me and Eunice are taking right now, we have to do sketchbook drawing planouts, so it really helps us to develop a technique and a perspective before we jump into an artwork. So we have it all planned out, and then we just enlarge it and go from there.
Who inspires you as an artist?
The cliche answer is Leonardo da Vinci, Starry Night, because he's a painter, but his style isn't super realistic, which helps me because I'm not much of a painter, but when I do, it doesn't turn out realistic, so that helps me.
How did you first get into art?
My dad always drew caricatures of us when we were little, and he would make them super funny of us like doing dumb things that we did as kids, and so I would start to imitate that, and then that started me drawing everything that I saw.
Are there any other artists or artwork that inspire you as an artist?
Right now, I'm drawing a painting by Pierre Auguste Kopp for Mr. Martial. It's called The Storm, and it's like a very realistic picture of two people running from a rainstorm.
This is Francesca Antonecchia, joined by Maddie Oyer. Why do you enjoy art so much?
It helps me escape from things that are stressing me out, or it helps me just to enjoy myself. A lot of times now I draw what makes me laugh, so it helps me remember the good times when I'm going through a bad time.
What's your goal as an artist?
I don't want to go into a career in art. It's really just to help me enjoy myself and to help myself to remember the good times, but also just to push myself in my abilities and get better as a person.
How has DV shaped your art abilities?
Freshman year was the first year that I took an advanced art class, and I took it with Mrs. Sweeney over Zoom. And even though I was on Zoom, she made sure that she was pushing me, and she would take the time after class was technically over to sit with me and analyze my art through a screen. So when I came back to school sophomore year, the art teachers in the school already knew me and knew that how much they should be pushing my artwork.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We want to thank the students from the Delaware for all of their interviews throughout the season. And tonight, we had those two during the pregame show, Roxanne Kauke talking to Haley Dancheski and Cassie Joyce speaking with Chris Cassidy. And then the two you just heard here at halftime, Michael Alaro sitting down with Eunice Choi and Francesca Antonecchia interviewing Maddie Oyer. Thank you to everyone who was involved in those. Some very interesting conversations. We love hearing about everything that's going on at the high school and the different activities and everything that's available. And you're hearing about some different things that you might not know about, like AP Studio Art.
Yeah.
I had never heard about that, correct?
Didn't know it existed.
Yeah, now we know it exists, and it's a pretty neat offering here at DVHS. So, again, thank you to everybody who was a part of those interviews. The two teams are running back out onto the field right now. We're a couple minutes away from starting second half action here in the state playoffs. Delaware Valley leads 14-7. We'll take one more break. This has been the Zimmerman and Oliger Halftime Show. You're listening to Delaware Valley High School football on Light 106.9.
Get fresh this holiday season with help from Olsemer's Christmas Tree Farm. Open Saturdays and Sundays, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., now through December 24th at noon. Open Black Friday. The tree pricing is as follows. 6 feet to 8 feet, $50, and trees over 8.5 feet, $80 with a coupon. $5 coupons can be from the newspaper or online at olsemerstreefarm.com. Get fresh this holiday season with a fresh-cut tree, wreath, or swag from Olsemer's Tree Farm. Exit 17 from Route 84 in Sterling, Pennsylvania. Just follow the signs.
I'm Andrew Saul, Commissioner of Social Security. I'm here to warn you about telephone scammers pretending to be government employees. Some of these scammers may say threatening things like you will be arrested if you don't make payments or provide personal information. Do not fall for these tricks. These calls are not from us. Real Social Security employees will never threaten you for information or money. If you receive a call like this, hang up. Never give the caller your personal information, like your Social Security number or bank account, or send money in any form, cash, gift cards, wire transfers, or prepaid debit cards. report the call to our law enforcement arm, the Office of the Inspector General at oig.ssa.gov. Share this information with your friends and family.
After the game, join us for your favorite songs here on The Light. Back to DV football on Light 106.9.
It's almost time for the start of the third quarter. We thank you for joining us on this Friday evening as Delaware Valley is seeking their second state playoff win in program history. They have the lead right now as we enter half number 2. They're up ahead against the District 11 champion Whitehall Zephyrs. 14-7 is the score. It was 14-0 DV. Then a fumble led to 7 points for Whitehall at the end of the half. Just a 7-point game. DV is going to start with the football. It's going to be a really just gargantuan possession. I mean, see what DV can do. And we were talking about it just moments ago. I'm very interested, Craig, to see what Coach Olsmer does play calling wise. Do you rely on your ground game, or do you go back to the air like they were doing early on?
Yeah, whatever adjective you want to come up with, it's probably appropriate here. Expletive. It's a big possession here for the Warriors, and yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what he comes out here on this opening possession, because it is a very important possession for this team.
Cole Richards on for the kickoff for Whitehall. Sends it away into the Milford Knight. And Jaden Ramirez will catch it over his shoulder inside the 5. He takes it across the 15-20. Ramirez streaking down the sideline, gets pushed out of bounds around the 30 after a nice return. And they're going to give Jaden Ramirez the 28. DV will have it there. They're moving from our left to our right. Warriors in their black jerseys with white numbers, white helmet, white pants. And for the Zephyrs, white jerseys, maroon numbers on those shirts, white pants, and it's a gold helmet for Whitehall.
It's interesting, the 28-yard line, you don't think it's anything special. It's actually the best starting position this offense has had so far in the game.
Olsmer is in the gun. Machado standing to his right. Play action fake. Logan rolling out to the right. It's complete to Aiden Black in the flat, and he's got some space. He's past the 40, past the 45, still going. And Aiden Black has a first down up to the 49 on a gain of 21. He had that early touchdown, was quiet since, but Olsmer gets it into his hands to start quarter number 3.
And we talked about that. We wanted to see Aiden Black maybe get a little bit more involved here in the second half, and right out of the gate, Coach O goes to him.
The Stanford commit Aiden Black making a big impact here tonight offensively. 1st and 10 at the 49. Handoff to Machado, goes up the middle, explodes through. He's inside the 40, cuts it back inside the 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5. Machado! Touchdown! Wow. 49 yards. What an answer from DV and from Ryder. And they lead it 20-7. 30 seconds into the second half.
So difficult to line up number 1 as a tackler. He makes so many guys miss, and he probably cut the ball back 4 different times on that run, and just unreal run there by Ryder Machado.
Incredible. Everett Bell is no good. No good on the kick. 20-7, the score will stand right there. We'll take a quick break after the Machado touchdown run. You're listening to Delaware Valley High School football on Light 106.9.
I just had another dizzy spell and almost fell. I'm scared they will get worse and never go away.
You're not alone. 69 million people suffer from dizziness and vertigo.
I wonder if there's help.
There is. The Vestibular Disorders Association has a helpline at 800-837-8428 or visit liferebalanced.org.
Can you repeat that?
800-837-8428 or liferebalanced.org.
Sponsored by the Vestibular Disorders Association.
Listen to the game on air and online. This is Warriors football on Light 106.9.
Ryder Machado again. How many times has he delivered for this team? 49-yard touchdown run for him makes it 20-7 DV, the 29th touchdown of the season for the senior. And now we've got an Olsmer Clark drive summary. It is a drive. It's not a play summary.
Two plays, 23 seconds, capped off by the 49-yard Machado touchdown. 72 yards total. X point no good. Perhaps a very big play here as we move forward. 20-0 Delaware Valley. 11:30 go to third.
It is too bad that the extra point was no good. Everett Bell, low line drive kick, bounces around the 20 and fielded by Bayshore at the 10. Bayshore past the 15, 20, cuts it to the middle of the field. He's across the 30, 35, and he's brought down from behind. Nice tackle there, important tackle made on the play by Noah Dello, but not before Bayshore was able to get up to the 41-yard line and give the Zephyrs a great starting spot.
And, maybe some adjustment at halftime there by Coach Marino in the return game, because Delaware Valley really had hemmed them in the first half.
And you wonder, too, if that kind of bouncing kick might have played a factor in it, too.
Yeah, coverage kind of break down a little bit in your lanes.
Zephyrs moving from our right to our left. Dogmanitz, it's a pistol set. Fakes the give. Steps up in the pocket. Throws across the middle. It's complete. Great tackle made by Kalitsnik, but Bayshore was able to pick up 4 on first down.
Yeah, Dogmanitz started to feel a little bit of pressure there. DV just not quite able to get there and pick up a 4 there on first down.
1 minute into the third quarter, DV leading 20-7.
Great job there by Kalitsnik, though, shutting things down quickly.
Bayshore and Cucker are off to the far side right of the set. Cucker, the slot receiver. He has the touchdown tonight for Whitehall. 2nd and 6. Dogmanitz rolling out. Dogmanitz under pressure. Ball is on the ground. Who's got it? DV signaling that they do.
Brzezinskis looks pretty happy down there.
Warriors football on the strip sack. And they're going to have it inside the 40 of Whitehall.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Brzezinskis got there in a hurry, and he really laid the wood on Dogmanitz. That was the blindside shot that you think of when you watch it on television. That was it right there. Huge play here by this Delaware Valley defense. Now the offense really needs to take advantage here.
Brzezinskis a little bit unheralded, lining up on the other side of Aiden Black, but man, has he been important to this DV defense all year. 1st and 10 Warriors now. They've got it at the 37 of Whitehall. The Zephyrs, they scored off the turnover they forced. Can DV do the same and go up by 3 possessions? Olsmer will be in the gun, and we've got a timeout taken by Coach Olsmer. There was some confusion there. So 20-7 is the score. DV will have their second offensive possession of the half.
That timeout could loom large, though.
Yeah, you don't want to be burning those timeouts in what could be a close game.
So that makes, having to take that timeout puts a little more pressure on this drive.
You're right.
You have the ball in this position. You just burned one of your timeouts. It's a 1-score game. Sorry, it is a 2-score game. But you need to capitalize here.
Yeah.
You've evened up the turnover battle, and now you need to actually take advantage and really seize big momentum. If you can put the ball in the end zone here, that's going to really take some of the air out of the Zephyrs.
Would be a huge deal, and it's important to tack on points because we have seen Whitehall, they're getting that passing game going. They can score in a hurry. They scored in half a minute at the end of the first half. So this is a team that 13 points.
That's no big deal.
It really is not. So it would be a big deal to get this 3-possession lead. DV has an opportunity here. They're going to break their huddle, head back out onto the field now. 1st and 10 from the 37 of the Zephyrs. This is the 3rd all-time meeting between these two schools.
Going to go heavy set here.
Yeah, power I for the first time tonight. Handoff Kalitsnik. He follows Machado, and Kalitsnik will fall ahead for a decent gain on first down inside the 35.
I think we're going to go probably quick here, too, if you're DV.
I would think so.
They usually like to run that heavy set 3 or 4 plays in a row if they can.
Gain of about 5. 2nd and 5 now. It's Machado this time. Machado cuts it outside. Oh. What an open field tackle.
He was one shoelace away from a touchdown right there.
Brandon Bird coming up from the defensive secondary may have just prevented a touchdown. Nonetheless, it will be a first down for the Warriors, but it could have been more.
Yeah.
First and 10 inside the 30 of Whitehall. DV back up to the line in their power eye set. Hand off Machado. Machado bounces it out. Machado inside the 20, the 15, the 10, skirting down the sideline. 30th touchdown of the year for Machado. 26-7 DV. It's the Rider takeover in the third.
Well, you see that heavy set, and as a defense, you want to bunch everything in, and you don't want to give any kind of space inside. But the problem is, if Rider's able to bounce it out, there's nobody home.
Yep.
And he's faster than you realize once he gets in the open field.
He is just something else in his senior season.
Many superlatives that you can state.
Everett Bell is good. 27-7. DV up 20. 9:42 to go, third quarter. Let's take a breather. You're listening to Delaware Valley High School football on Light 106.9.
Hey, it's TC at Action Bikes and Outdoor, hoping that you are having an awesome and active fall season. Our paddling season is winding down, and we are cranking up the bike riding and enjoying the fall foliage. Let us know how we can help you get outside and enjoy it too. We are offering bicycle service packages, rentals, clothing, accessories, and sweet deals on many in-stock hybrid, mountain, gravel, and BMX bikes. Whether you need advice, gear, or service, our super friendly and knowledgeable staff at Action Bikes, located in Port Jervis and Milford, is here and happy to help.
The play-by-play of Warriors football is here on Light 106.9.
Well, we're about 2 minutes into the third quarter, and we've got two Ryder Machado touchdowns in the quarter, and that gives him 30 total scoring plays for the senior tailback and defensive back. DV leads it 27-7, 9:42 to go, third quarter. I'll give you the Olsmer Clark Insurance drive summary after this kickoff from Everett Bell. Cucker and Bayshore standing around the 10-yard line. It will be Bayshore fielding it at about the 11. He crosses the 15. Good coverage. He gets away from Isolino, crosses the 20. Brought down at about the 25. There is an injured Warrior on the play. It is Luke Brzezinskis.
Oh, boy.
Luke Brzezinskis, who had that forced sack fumble down on the ground being tended to by the training staff. Let's take a break now with 9:32 remaining in the third quarter. DV up by 20. Listening to Delaware Valley High School football on Light 106.9.
Thinking about selling your home? Call the market-leading real estate experts with an impressive 59 years of experience. Davis Archant Realtors. At Chant in Milford, they prioritize you. There are no hidden costs like tech, marketing, or administrative fees, just transparency and trust. Let them give you a free estimate of your home's value. Choose Davis Archant Realtors, where their goal is to sell your home fast at the best price. Davis Archant Realtors. Call 800-754-5860 or online at chantre.com.
Listen to the game on air and online. This is Warriors football on Light 106.9.
Back here at Warrior Stadium, Luke Brzezinskis being helped off the field. Luke Brzezinskis, the junior outside linebacker, such a key part of this team.
A huge part of this defense.
A huge part of this game, too.
He had the forced fumble on the previous possession.
And he is not able to put much weight on that right leg. None, really. He's being helped off to the sideline, but it'll be 1st and 10, Whitehall at their own 25. Play action. And it's a completion across the middle to Bayshore, who's got a first down as he corkscrews his way up to the 40 on a gain of 15.
Doug Manitz really took a shot on that play. And I think it was Aiden Black that kind of planted him there.
You got an opportunity now, if you're this DV pass rush, to get going.
Yeah, it's tough, though. You have your guy on the opposite side of Black now out, so you have to go to the second team. Somebody's got to step up here.
Yeah, Josh Ryan gets an opportunity. This is Wickel, and Wickel wiggles his way for a first down up to midfield.
And if you're Delaware Valley, the last thing you want here is allow Whitehall to kind of come right back into it. These first two plays, big chunk yards here early on. The most successful running play they've had here tonight right there with Wickle.
Gain of 11 up to the 49 of DV. 9 minutes to go, third quarter. Warriors up 27-7. Dogmanit's in the gun. We've got a whistle on the field and an official timeout. I believe Josh Ryan has a cut, maybe some blood.
Oh, boy. So now you're down to number 3.
Yep. He'll have to be tended to, and Luke Brzezinskis is on the trainer's table on the sideline right now.
So Beckham Fernandez will come on now. They're going to have to shuffle things up a little bit. I think Estevez may have gone to the far side here.
It's another handoff to Wickle. He runs off tackle right.
And they're going right at that spot, too.
Yep. Gains 4, maybe 5 on first down.
And they're trying to get after that left-hand side of Delaware Valley defense where Brzezinskis would have been.
2nd and 6, Whitehall at the DV 45-yard line. Pistol set. Dogmanich will slow things down, and we've got to stop it.
Tucci jumped.
2nd and 6 becomes 2nd and 1 after that infraction by DV's nose tackle. 2nd and 1 at the 40.
One thing I saw in tape, I think that might be something Delaware Valley could also take advantage of.
Now Dogmanitz is in the gun. 2 receivers to the near side left. It's a handoff on a counter play to Wickle. He's got a first down up to the 36 of the Warriors. 4 yards there for the senior, the leading rusher for this Whitehall team.
Starting to find a little bit of success on the ground here. That was that guard power play that we talked about pregame. They ran there.
Sticking in the gun with Wickle to the left. Dogmanitz is rolling out. Dogmanitz is throwing one deep, looking for his brother. Jump ball incomplete. Incomplete, double coverage back there with Corey and D'Antono.
That time, Jake Albaugh putting Dogmanitz into the ground. And Trey's definitely earning his keep back there tonight.
He is standing tall in the pocket. Giving it every second he can, waiting for his receivers to find something open downfield. 2nd and 10 at the 36. Dogmanitz in the gun. Wickle standing to his left. Dogmanitz looking to the far side right. It's complete to Bayshore. Bayshore makes a man miss. He's inside the 30, and he's pushed out of bounds right around the line to gain. He might be about a yard and a half short.
Yeah, able to make a man miss there. Looked like he was going to be maybe only get a 4 or 5 yard pickup, but able to turn it into more.
3rd and about 2. Whitehall back up to the line. They hand it off to Wickle. He goes up the middle. Wickle falls ahead. He's got a first down. He needed the 26. He got to the 25 on a gain of 3.
And it's Whitehall with their best possession here of the game in terms of moving down the field.
They're going no huddle. It's again a handoff to Wickle. This time it's stopped after a short gain. In there, Fauble, Albaugh, Colton Handy. Pickup of about 2.
And this is where now Whitehall's trying to grind Delaware Valley a little bit here and wear them out.
Dogmanitz under pressure. Dogmanitz gets out of the pocket. Dogmanitz will throw for the end zone for Cucker. And it's batted away at the last second by Machado.
Well, I'll tell you what. Cucker was wide open in the middle, and Machado had to go a long ways to get to that football.
He came out of nowhere.
There's a flag. I didn't see it thrown.
Let's see this call here. Holding on the offense. So it was 2nd and 9. You could keep it 3rd and 9, or you could back it up to 2nd and 19.
It's a real tough call. I guess coach is going to take it.
Yeah, because it is 4-down territory, too. That factors in. So coach will accept the penalty. It'll be 2nd and 19.
All ball will come off. Replaced by Caramano.
2nd and 19 at the DB 35. Dogmanitz has the snap. Looking across the middle, it's Talon Dogmanitz with the reception. He's near a first down inside the 20. Up to the 19 on a pickup of 16. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Yeah, they're running those post patterns and slants over the middle are just always open.
Trey Dogmanitz again looking for his brother Talon. Low throw. Was he able to haul that in? Yes, he was, for a first down inside the 15. 14, they're going to give it to him. 5-yard gain on 3rd and 3. So 1st and 10 at the 14. Warriors lead by 20 with 6:40 to go in the third quarter. Whitehall has really been moving it well on this possession.
Yeah, they're just picking apart Delaware Valley's defensive backfield here on this possession.
1st and 10 at the 14. Trey Dogmanitz fakes the give to Wickel, looks across the middle for Cucker, and he's got him. Second touchdown of the night for Jack Cucker. This time from 14 yards out, and it's 27-13 DV.
It's just too easy when they run play action and they freeze that middle linebacker. The safety's basically standing at the goal line. You can't stop that play unless you kind of dedicate a linebacker to kind of just drop off there. You're going to have to figure something out because the middle of the field, they've just been getting absolutely murdered.
This game is far from over with the type of offensive possessions Whitehall is capable of putting together. Deutsch is on for the extra point now. And Andrew Deutsch puts it through the uprights to make it 27-14. 6:26 to go, third quarter. We'll step aside. You're listening to Delaware Valley High School football on Light 106.9.
Happy kids heal faster. That's why Starlight Children's Foundation is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids. Being in a hospital facing painful treatment takes away from the happiness of childhood. But that's where Starlight comes in. We provide entertainment, comfort, and distraction through Starlight gaming, hospital gowns, and toy deliveries to bring smiles to over 800 hospitals. Starlight programs are what happiness is made of. Learn more at starlight.org.
The play-by-play of Warriors football is here on Light 106.9.
Whitehall answers, and they cut the deficit to 13 points. DV leading 27-14. 6:26 remaining third quarter. And Cole Richards will send it back to Delaware Valley now. And again, very important for DV to put something together offensively.
Yeah, this is going to be, I think, one of those games where you're just going to have to keep putting up points tonight.
Nice kick here from Richards. Bounces in the end zone for a touchback. And even if you don't score here, you need to at least pick up a first down or two, take some time, give your defense a break.
Yeah, you need to flip the field here. Yeah, we'll see what happens. A quick Ulster Clark Insurance drive summary: 11 plays, 75 yards, capped off by the 15-yard touchdown pass from Dogmanitz to Coker. 306 was the time of possession. Extra points good. It's 27-14 Delaware Valley. 6:26 to go here in the third quarter.
DV is sticking in the power set. It led to a touchdown last possession. Machado gets a give. Machado stiff arm. Machado bounces it to the outside, crosses the 30, and he runs himself out of bounds after a first down. Ryder Machado getting up to the 34 on a gain of 14.
Well, if you're DV, this is what you want. You need a time-burning possession.
DV going no huddle right back up to the line. They're not going to take time here. They're going to give it to Kalitsnik and Justin Kalitsnik.
That should have been too many men on the field for Whitehall. They snapped that ball before the last man got off the field.
Justin falls ahead up to the 40 on a gain of 6. Frankly, I don't know how he gained 6 yards there.
I don't either, but he did.
Just such physical running from both Kalitsnik and Machado tonight. And let's not forget Isolino, who has the 30-yard touchdown run. Here's a play-action fake. Black is open deep. Logan's got him inside the 20, 10, 5, 60-yard touchdown pass.
Wow.
They caught them napping. And the Warriors are up 33-14 on the second touchdown of the night by Aiden Black.
Well, so much for the time-burning possession. But that's a heck of an answer if you're Delaware Valley. Wow.
Again, Aiden Black got a step.
Again, he got a step, and not more than a step.
Yeah, you're right.
And I'll tell you what, he caught the ball, and he pulled away.
Yeah. I mean, someone that size to have that speed, that's why he's a Division I recruit.
Delaware Valley will be attempting a 2
And look at, take nothing away from Logan Olsemer. He's thrown
Great
dimes to him twice tonight.
Devy's going to go for 2 here.
Timeout called by Delaware Valley.
Oh, boy. They call us their second timeout here at the half.
Oh, my goodness.
Well,
wow.
You know what? I saw Ryder Machado was taking a knee on the sideline here, taking a little bit of a break, and I think he got caught a little.
I mean, I would have taken the delay of game and just kicked.
Well,
it looks like the Warriors, they might, there's some confusion on the field right now, but we are going to have a 2-point try here. Devy leading 33-14. They're attempting to go up by 21. They're in the power I set. Kalitsnik, Justin Estevez, Machado all in. Handoff is to Kalitsnik. Kalitsnik lowers his shoulders, trying to push his way in. That offensive line helped him. And the 2-point try is good. Justin Kalitsnik makes it 35-14 with 5:48 to go here in quarter number 3. And this DV offense, Craig, we've been talking about it. They've been on an incredible roll for a while now. We wondered, was it, competition aided? Tonight they're proving it was not. This offense is just really, really good.
They're clicking tonight, and so many times it was the defense that carried this team this year. Right now the offense is just, they look like a well-oiled machine tonight thus far. There's not much more you can say other than that.
They've got everything going, and they are doing this against a very good Whitehall team, 35-14.
They basically have 5 touchdowns in 6 possessions, and the only other possession they fumbled the football.
They've been close to perfect.
That's
truly.
Not really been stopped, if you will.
And Aiden Black, this is something to monitor because he was limping a little bit at the end of that touchdown. He is currently
taking a knee.
Yeah, he's taking a knee, maybe being stretched out, maybe a cramp, hopefully a cramp. Definitely.
Sort of the way he's.
Yeah.
Number 3, Everett Bell.
Looks like he's going to stay, and he's got his helmet on.
Number 2, and Jack
this is a physical football game.
Yeah.
And you're playing against another team that's also running hurry up. So there's a lot of plays being executed here tonight.
And Aiden Black just walked over and gave a hug to Luke Brzanskis, who is currently on the sideline. He's got 2 crutches. His helmet is gone. So Luke Brzanskis is done for the night. Kickoff fielded at the 15. It's Bayshore. And Bayshore is working along the sideline, gets pushed out of bounds past the 30 on a return of a little over 15 yards up to about the 32. I don't want that to be forgotten. Luke Brzanskis, what he means to this team and what he did tonight. His night is done, but
really, he was huge in the first half of this game.
He was.
He had the forced fumble on the previous possession that turned into 7 points. So his losses, we saw in the last possession, I think it was felt in that possession. You have your second best pass rusher off the field.
And this is interesting now. Looks like Jacob Albaugh might be lining up out on the edge. It's Aiden Black and Albaugh at the 2 edge spots here. 1st and 10, Dogmanitz rolling out to the right, trying to get away from Aiden Black. Dancing around is Dogmanitz. He gets away, but a great open field tackle by Justin Kalitsnik limits it to a short gain.
Big play there by Kalitsnik, and Dogmanitz kind of running around for his life back there.
He probably ran for 25 yards, and he gained 2. And we're going to give him 3 up to the 35. Whitehall moving from our right to our left. 35-14 DV, 5:10 to go third quarter. It's 2nd and 7, Whitehall at their own 35. Dogmanitz in the gun, takes the snap, hands it off. This time it is Troxel. There's nowhere to go. Kalitsnik was in there. Albaugh was in there. All the names that we call so often. Carter Fauble as well. And now we've got a Warrior down. It's Albaugh.
Oh, my goodness.
The hits just keep on coming for DV tonight. Jacob Albaugh. And that's a cramp, too, I believe. He's going to be stretched out on the field. Let's take a quick break. You're listening to Delaware Valley High School football on Light 106.9.
Get fresh this holiday season with help from Olsemer's Christmas Tree Farm. Open Saturdays and Sundays, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., now through December 24th at noon. Open Black Friday. The tree pricing is as follows. 6 feet to 8 feet, $50, and trees over 8.5 feet, $80 with a coupon. $5 coupons can be from the newspaper or online at olsemerstreefarm.com. Get fresh this holiday season with a fresh cut tree, wreath, or swag from Olsemer's Tree Farm. Exit 17 from Route 84 in Sterling, Pennsylvania. Just follow the signs.
You're listening to Warriors football on Light 106.9.
Back here at Warriors Stadium, Jacob Albaugh still being tended to on the field by the DV training staff.
That's not good.
35-14 is the score. I'll give you some scores from around the district. The 4A title game, that one's pretty tight right now.
Yeah, 14-12, Dallas is up in that 6 minutes to go in the third. Jake will get up on his own, and this is good. So hopefully it's just the cramp. We're still not quite sure there the way he's walking.
Yeah.
Dunmore 34-0 over Williams Valley. I'm a little surprised by that one, honestly. And Trail 40-0 over Minersville. That one's in the fourth. Both of those games in the fourth.
It's been a real good night for District 2 so far. 3rd and 7 after that stoppage. Dogmanit's in the gun. He has it, drops back, looks across the middle, looks for Talon Dogmanit's complete. Across midfield up to the 49. 16-yard gain.
Boy, I'll tell you one thing you have to say about these Whitehall receivers. They have stick 'em. I mean, they can really catch the football.
Yeah.
The only drop I could maybe put on somebody was on what was not a quality thrown football. So.
1st and 10 at the 49 of DV. Talon Dogmanitz is in the backfield now, and Cucker is in motion, moving from the right side to the left side of the set. Trey Dogmanitz under pressure, gets away from Aiden Black, rolls out to the right, throwing downfield, throwing it up, deflected, incomplete.
Oh, boy.
He threw it into triple, maybe even quadruple coverage. Machado got a hand on it, and it falls to the ground.
Boy, Aiden Black, though, lickety split. He was in the backfield on that play.
Yeah.
Dogmanitz had to run for his life there.
He's been running all over the place tonight.
Delaware Valley definitely up front. You can see there's some fatigue starting to set into those those guys up front right now.
Some of the cramping issues, and you lose Brzezinski, so you lose some depth there. Aiden Black had his own issues. You have guys playing the whole game, really. 2nd and 10 at the 49. It's a handoff here. I believe Troxel, and he's not going anywhere.
Way.
Colton Handy was there. Also Matt Camerano.
Camerano, yes.
It's a gain of 1.
Big play there by Matt Camerano on that play, coming in
for Albaugh.
To fill in for Albaugh.
Yeah, that is a big play. You love to see that second team guy getting a chance, taking advantage of it.
Now they have Camerano playing at the end over here.
Yep. 3rd and 9 at the 48. Dogmanitz in the gun. Troxel standing to his right. Only one receiver to the far side right of the set. It's Bayshore. Dogmanitz rolling out. Dogmanitz rolling out to the right. Looking downfield, throwing one up. Looking for Cucker inside the 15. He got him. Complete. And Cucker runs out of bounds at the 11. On a gain of 37 to move the chains.
It's just great communication between a wide receiver and a quarterback.
Yep.
On a broken play. Dogmanitz is just throwing that ball to a spot. And Coker knows where it's going. And he just got there in time.
That's two seniors who have been doing it a long time. 1st down now. Dogmanitz again rolling out. They've got a hold. Dogmanitz runs out of bounds inside the 10, but this is coming back. Aiden Black was held up.
Yeah, the 87 is really becoming a handful along that line of scrimmage for Whitehall. And if they hadn't called that one, I might have gone through the window.
Yeah. It's a good thing that didn't happen.
It was pretty obvious.
Aiden Black right now, he is all over this field tonight. Offensively and defensively, definitely his best game of the season. So it gets backed up 10 yards. It'll be 1st and 20. 1st and 20 Whitehall at the 21 of DV. 3:19 to go third quarter. Warriors lead 35-14. Dogmanitz is in the gun. Troxel standing to his right. Trey takes the snap, drops back, steps up, rolling to the left. throwing for the end zone, looking for his brother Talon. Jump ball back of the end zone. Did he get a foot in? He did. What an unbelievable catch from Talon Dogmanitz with D'Antonio draped all over him. It's 35-20 after another answer from Whitehall.
He threw it to the only spot that he could.
I mean, that was an amazing
We have
play.
to assume the official got the right call. There's no way to know from here.
To me, it looked like he was in. That was an amazing catch. And Andrew Deutsch will come on. This is a very high-level high school football game right now.
Yes, it is.
Andrew Deutsch will try to make it a 14-point game once more. And it's blocked. Blocked kick. Alba, Machado, Fauble, not sure who got it. By the way, Jacob Alba is back on the field. They block the kick, and DV sticks ahead by 15. Take a quick break. You're listening to Delaware Valley High School football on Light 106.9.
If you've suffered an injury in New York, New Jersey, or Pennsylvania, you need to call the law firm of Zimmerman and Oliger. They have a concentration in personal injury litigation as well as family law and criminal defense. If you need help getting your life back on track, call them at 570-296-7300 or visit tristatetrial.com. The law firm of Zimmerman and Oliger. They are your tri-state trial team.
Warriors football on WYNY Milford, Light 106.9. All season, don't miss the action of DV football. Home or away, we'll carry the play-by-play here on Light 106.9.
What a third quarter this has been. Offensive fireworks. It's 35-20. After Whitehall scored once again on the touchdown pass from Trey Dogmanitz to Talon Dogmanitz on just a remarkable toe tap catch at the back of the end zone. 3:08 to go, third quarter. DV leads 35-20. They'll be getting the football back. Ryder Machado fields it at the 10. Goes past the 15, the 20, has some blocks. Machado past the 30, 35. Shifting his way through across the 40. Machado up to the 43 on a great return of about 33. And the Warriors will have it in a fantastic starting spot. First and 10 moving. They're going to give it up to the 44. First and 10 moving from our left to our right.
Yeah, this is the best field position from a kick return that they've had tonight. They obviously had the turnover in plus territory, but outside of that, this is definitely the best field position they've had to start.
Ryder Machado will be on the sideline to begin this possession as Mike Izzolino checks in. He had a 30-yard touchdown run earlier tonight. Mike gets the give, goes up the middle, and he gets flattened. That is Carter Troxel hitting him after a short gain. It's a pickup of 3, and it's 2nd and 7.
Well, that's a situation, Mike is a one-cut guy. He's not the shifty guy. He's not going to make a lot of guys miss. So if you can square him up, you can usually kind of stop him in his tracks. But 3 times 3 is 9, and it's not often you stop Delaware Valley for less than 3 yards on a run. So and Coach O, I think, is going to take his time here.
Yeah, that's a good idea right now.
Up by 2 scores.
2:20 remaining third quarter.
This is one you really want to burn some clock on this possession here and give your defense a little bit of a rest.
Yeah. Sticking in that power set. Justin Estevez, Kalitsnik, and it's Mike Izzolino, the tailback, who gets the give, goes up the middle, lowers his shoulder. Really nice tackling from Whitehall. It's a gain of 2.
Now you're going to be looking at about 3rd and 5, long 5 here. So big down here for this Delaware Valley offense.
3rd and 5 for the Warriors.
Ryder Machado still catching his wind on the sideline as DV sticks in their power set for 3rd and 5 from the 49. Logan Olsmer will slow things down now. Look over to the sideline for the play call with 18 on the play clock. Minute and a half to go, third quarter. Logan Olsmer on a play action, rolling out to the right, throws it complete to Justin Estevez, who's got a first down inside the 45 of Whitehall and up to the 42 on a pickup of 9. Justin Estevez, his second catch of the night.
You can see it open up there, and you're just saying, like, Logan, get him the ball. Get on the ball. It's there.
Yep. That fullback flat route looming large tonight.
Yeah, it's been a moneymaker for this offense for well over a decade. Once again, DV taking their time here.
Fitting that the Warriors go to that play for one of the biggest games in program history. Minute to go, third quarter. Olsmer under center, hands it off to Kalitsnik. Kalitsnik with a nice gain on first down. He's inside the 40 up to the 38. The senior churns out 4 yards for DV on first down.
Yeah, this is just old school.
Yep.
Rock 'em, sock 'em. We're going to line up. You know basically what we're going to do, and you got to stop it.
Whitehall has some of their biggest bodies in right now. Trying to stop the run.
And I'll tell you what, as an offensive lineman, there's nothing you love better than just being able to line up and go mano a mano.
Under half a minute to go in the quarter. This is probably the final play. 2nd and 6. Logan Olsmer rolling out. He's going to keep it himself. Cuts it up the field. He's inside the 30, 25, 20. Pushed out of bounds. Olsmer's got a first down up to the 15. He picks up 23 on the scamper.
I'll tell you what, I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to make the edge there. And you see how athletic Logan is. It looks like the defender's got an angle on him, and he's just able to get away. And what a big, big pickup there for Delaware Valley.
The Warriors should just run out the third quarter clock now. 9 seconds on it right now. It's stopped to move the chains. Clock still not running. Play clock is at 14.
How is that?
Clock is at 9 seconds.
They should not snap this football.
They're going to have to now. The clock never started. And they're going to hand it off to Isolino, who goes up the middle. It's a short gain. That will be the final play. The clock stops on a run out of bounds at the end of the third quarter?
No, it shouldn't. It should only be when it's under 2 minutes, as far as I know.
So that's the final play of the third quarter. DV leads 35-20. 12 more minutes remaining in regulation. Take a break. You're listening to Delaware Valley High School football on Light 106.9 and online at WYNYradio.com.
Hey, it's TC at Action Bikes and Outdoor, hoping that you are having an awesome and active fall season. Our paddling season is winding down, and we are cranking up the bike riding and enjoying the fall foliage. Let us know how we can help you get outside and enjoy it too. We are offering bicycle service packages, rentals, clothing, accessories, and sweet deals on many in-stock hybrid, mountain, gravel, and BMX bikes. Whether you need advice, gear, or service, our super friendly and knowledgeable staff at Action Bikes, located in Port Jervis and Milford, is here and happy to help.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it. Talk to doctor now and share it.
Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor. Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Visit managerbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
Yard by yard, play by play. This is Warriors football on Light 106.9.
12 minutes separate the Delaware Valley Warriors from the second state playoff win in program history. They lead 35-20 with a quarter to play against the Whitehall Zephyrs. Alongside Craig Brown, I'm Jake Graziano. Zach Smith producing for us back in the Light 106.9 studio. 5 seconds on the play clock. 2nd and 8 from the Whitehall 14 for the DV offense. They get the snap off. Play action fake. Logan rolling out, looking in the flat. It's complete to Kalitsnik. Kalitsnik shoves off a tackle. Kalitsnik gets into the end zone. 14-yard touchdown pass. Olsmer to Kalitsnik. And it's 41-20 DV with 11:53 to go.
Well, there's that pass to Kalitsnik that we said, he's had so few catches this year.
Only his 10th of the season.
There it is, and boy, is it a big one.
That is huge for the Warriors to extend this once again to a 3-score lead. Everett Bell on for the extra point. His kick is good. 42-20. DV leads it after yet another touchdown pass for Logan Olsmer on this night. He's now got 3. 2 to Aiden Black, 1 to Justin Kalitsnik. Ryder Machado has a pair of touchdowns. Mike Isolino has one of his own. All the big names from the offense this season, except for Jaden Ramirez, who's had a great night himself, everyone else has gotten into the end zone tonight.
You can make an argument that Logan Olsmer might be having the best game that we've seen him play.
I agree.
Because he has not been shaken.
No.
He has been very accurate.
Yeah, those 2 deep throws to Black were on the money.
And Justin's not wide open on that play.
You're right.
And he's under duress. The offense has been very balanced tonight, more than we've seen all year long, I think. What can you say? The offense has just been on fire, and the defense now a little bit shorthanded. They have to hold on. They have to try to at least slow this offense down.
Yeah. Make them take. If you're going to give up a touchdown, make them take 3 or 4 minutes instead of 1 or 2. Starts with this kickoff. You'd love to get good coverage. Everett Bell sends it to the 10-yard line where it's brought in by Bayshore, who crosses the 15-20. Bayshore has blocks as he moves himself past the 30 and falls out of bounds around the 35. A nice return from Braden Bayshore. Justin Estevez was there on the tackle.
They're going to give him the 36.
Yeah.
So 11:46 to go here in the game.
Mentioned this earlier. This is the 3rd all-time meeting between these 2 schools. The series is 1-1 coming into tonight. Last year down at Whitehall, the Zephyrs won. They eliminated the Warriors. And it's 11 years ago that DV defeated Whitehall 46-45 in overtime on this field. Those are the other 2 meetings between these 2 schools all time. 1st and 10 at the 36. Zephyrs moving from our left to our right. Dogmanitz under pressure of Ventucci, who takes him down. Ventucci with the sack. It's a loss of about 3.
Well, that's a big play because he had single coverage on both receivers on the near side here, and he was trying to go for a big play there.
Ventucci, the player that Coach Olsmer said was the X factor tonight. 2nd and 13 at the 33. Trey Dogmanitz throwing downfield. It's complete to Weaver, the tight end, and Weaver is into DV territory on a 1st down up to the 48. That's a gain of 19.
And big play there to the tight end. Weaver hasn't been real involved thus far tonight right there. Big play.
Zephyrs back up to the line. Dogmanitz has the snap, has some time. Now he rolls out. Dogmanitz now across to the left side of the field, throws it too high, intended for Braden Bayshore. It's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, you can see Aiden Black cramping up a little bit out there again.
Yep.
He's going to have to take every opportunity to try and hydrate when he gets a chance.
Yeah, he is holding.
He's definitely cramping up
the back of his left leg.
You saw he kind of pulled up on that play, I think just trying to make sure he could maintain contain because he knew he wasn't going to be able to run Dogmanitz down.
Black staying in, trying to fight through this. Dogmanitz under pressure of Kalitsnik. Justin got him! Got him from behind on the sack.
He's cramping up.
Dropped for a huge loss. Aiden Black is down. He is cramping.
He's going to have to come off the play here, off the field, unfortunately, and 3rd and about 20 here.
Yeah, all the way back to the Zephyrs' own 42-yard line. It is going to be exactly 3rd and 20.
On a play where you really want your best rushers out there. Unfortunately, he's going to have to come off. So.
And already without Luke Brzezinskis, this cramping has been a major storyline here. It happened with Alba.
It's been such football weather the last month.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight it's warm and humid out there.
55 degrees or so.
Yeah.
And by the way, the rain never came.
Right. Rain never came. And it
never comes when DV plays.
Typically, you're right. It's just, this is not the kind of weather. Plus, most of these guys are playing both ways.
Yeah,
and,
yes.
And Whitehall's playing up-tempo.
Yes, exactly.
So he needs to get off the field here, and he needs to drink as much. You know what? Pickle juice. If they had pickle juice down there, I'm telling you, that's the magic. That is the magic for cramps.
I think you get to a point where maybe you just limit the offensive snaps for Aiden Black because you need him out there as an edge rusher right now.
Absolutely.
So the 2 edges now are going to be Josh Ryan and Jacob Alba.
Big down here for Whitehall because if they don't pick up much here, you got a big decision to make.
3rd and 20 at their own 42. They're setting up a screen complete to Bayshore. Bayshore to the middle of the field, crosses the 50, and he's going to get pushed ahead to the 44. That's a great pickup. Certainly the Zephyrs will be going for it here.
Yeah, Kalitsnik just missed that tackle. at about the 45-yard line. Just wasn't quite able to get there.
It's going to be 4th and 6 at the 44. So that was a gain of 14.
Huge down here.
Yeah. I mean, this is really, the Zephyrs need this first down. 4th and 6 at the 44. Can DV get the stop? 4th and 6.
They moved.
Wow.
That's a false start.
My goodness. They have not committed many penalties tonight, and one comes at the worst possible time there.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure how big a difference 6 or 11 means for this team.
Yeah, they're throwing downfield either way.
It gives your defensive front 4 or 5, though, that one more step to get there.
Matt Camerano is in the game now for a 4th and 11. Dogmanitz in the pocket, has some time, steps up, gets away. Dogmanitz going to try to run for the first down. He's got it. Angles his way out of bounds up around the 30. Dogmanitz, so good keeping plays alive. He picks up 18 up to the 31 of DV. 42-20 Warriors lead, 9:54 to go.
Yeah, it really looked like he was going to be bottled up in the pocket and just able to escape.
Yeah, that pocket collapsed around him, and he still got through. 1st and 10, Dogmanitz has some time. Now he's under pressure. He's throwing it up for Talon Dogmanitz, and it's caught. Just kind of flung it up there. And Talon Dogmanitz hauls it in, goes out of bounds at the 6.
There's a flag down.
Ooh,
that's
a flag
right
behind
in
the
holding
play.
Area. It
Wow.
is a hold. What a huge penalty for Delaware Valley. And it's 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That was a 24-yard pickup, and instead.
What a huge penalty.
Let's see where they spot this.
And I don't think you get the extra yardage in high school, unfortunately. It will be
okay.
1st and 20.
Yep. 1st and 20 at the 40. Whitehall has it at the DV 40. 9:46 to go in the primetime meets 4th quarter. 42-20. Delaware Valley has the lead in this game. Dogmanitz is in the gun. Wickel standing to his right. 2 receivers to the near side right, 1 to the left. It's Dogmanitz. And it's off the hands of Talon Dogmanitz. A rare drop on this night.
Yeah, one of the very few drops. Maybe the only actual pure drop tonight for Whitehall. I think he was just, he's thinking, I got to spin and pick up an extra 4 or 5 yards, and he just did not secure the football. Does stop the clock here, though.
2nd and 20. 3 receivers to the right. Dogmanitz looking that way, throwing it downfield for Bayshore inside the 10. Turn him around, it's incomplete.
Got another flag here.
Double coverage there, Isolino and D'Antono. We'll see this flag. It was an incomplete pass.
At the line of scrimmage.
If it's another hold.
Call. Still no indication of what the call is.
Ineligible downfield.
I think you probably want to decline this, I would think. It'd be 3rd and 20, right?
That's a.
I don't know that you want.
Wow.
I'm surprised you take that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. So they accept it. It'll be 2nd and 25 at the 45. It would have been 3rd and 20. That's interesting. Weaver, the tight end, is in motion. Dogmanitz looking that way. Deflected pass, incomplete. It was off the hands of Cucker. And Jackson Corey had a chance to make a play on it. Couldn't quite get there. It fell a little in front of him.
Yeah, that ball was in the air longer than you'd like if you're a quarterback.
Yep.
So 3rd and 25 here.
Yeah, you got 2 plays.
9:28 to go in the game. Ball spotted on the Delaware Valley 45.
Yep. Yeah, you got to get 25 yards in 2 plays.
Yeah.
DV needs to prevent that from happening. 3rd and 25 at the 45. Trey Dogmanitz looking for Talon Dogmanitz. It's complete inside the 40, but nice tackling. Justin Kolitsnik there to limit it to a short gain up to about the 38 for 7. This is still going to be 4th and very long.
They call it 18 or 19 here.
And that Whitehall offense, they, of course, will be staying on the field. They have no choice here.
The big thing right here now is Delaware Valley only has 1 timeout left.
On the scoreboard, it shows
says
2.
But I thought they had taken.
Maybe they didn't. Maybe the officials signaled something strange. 4th and 18. Can DV come through? 4th and 18 for the Whitehall offense. Dogmanitz dancing around. Dogmanitz throws complete to Talon Dogmanitz. Cuts it back to the middle of the field inside the 25, but he's a little short. He didn't get the first down. DV forces the turnover, and with 8:41 to go, leading by 22, they've got the ball back.
I'll tell you what, you held your breath because the initial defender slips on the turf and falls down, and Dogmanitz has some space to work with in the middle of the field, but DV able to close it in time, and that's a big spot.
They were playing sticks there. They had so many guys back. So it'll be 1st and 10 Warriors at the 24. They're moving from our right to our left, and at this point,
I would suspect you're going to get the heavy set here for as long as you can have it, as you can run it.
And Aiden Black, as I kind of expected, he is not on the field. He doesn't need to be right now.
No.
1st and 10 Warriors at the 24, up by 22. Power I. Handoff to Machado, goes up the middle. Machado is plugged there. It's a gain of, looks like 2 up to the 26. Whitehall, of course, will be selling out to stop the run now.
Yeah, and, as much as we say you don't need Aiden Black, he does make a difference along that line of scrimmage in these situations, but I agree. He is more important on the defensive side of the ball right now.
2nd and 8 at the 26, sticking with Kalitsnik, Justin Estevez, and Machado in the backfield. Handoff goes to Ryder. No, actually, Logan kept it. And Logan's got some space. He's got a first down. Fights off a tackle, still going. And he gets driven into the ground, but not before a huge gain of 20 up to the 46.
Wow, that was
completely faked me out.
Massive play twice now. He's
Logan Olsmer.
Big pickup with his legs out of the power set on the naked boot.
Wow. What a perfect time to call that. 1st and 10 Warriors at their own 46, inside of 8 minutes to go in the primetime meets 4th quarter. DV up 22.
Wow, what a big play right there. It's kind of hard to give the weight to that play, that how important that was right there.
The winner of tonight's game will move on to the Class 5A quarterfinals. Next week, they'll face the winner of Imhotep and Roman Catholic. Ryder Machado up the middle, cuts it back. Ryder Machado breaks a tackle. He's still going inside the 40, 30. He's taking it all the way.
Oh, my goodness.
Ryder Machado, a 54-yard touchdown run, breaks this one wide open. And it's 48-20 DV.
He broke 3 separate tackles on that play.
I don't know how he did it.
I don't know.
Don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did really anything that he did tonight on his touchdown runs.
There's just every player that you talk about and expect to step up tonight.
They all did.
They all did.
They played.
Every single one of them.
They played at their highest level tonight. Everett Bell, he's good. 49-20. What a night for this football program. What a night. Delaware Valley is 7-18 away from advancing to the PIAA quarters. Let's take a break. You're listening to Delaware Valley High School football on Light 106.9.
When the game is on the line, the Warriors count on their coaches to help them come out on top. Just like you can count on the experts at Olsemer Clark Insurance to tackle all your insurance needs. From business to personal, auto to home, Olsemer Clark Insurance has the skill to find the right coverage at the right price to help you protect what matters most. As an independent insurance agency, Olsemer Clark gives you the power of choice. Visit olsemerclark.com. Learn more about how you can protect what matters most to you with the help of Olsemer Clark Insurance.
The play-by-play of Warriors football is here on Light 106.9.
Ryder Machado scores for the 3rd time tonight, for the 31st time this season. That is amazing to be able to say. Ryder Machado has 31 touchdowns this year. That might have been the most impressive of all of them.
It was impressive. I don't know if it's the most impressive, but it was impressive.
There's some stiff competition throughout the year. DV up 29 now as Everett Bell will kick it back to Braden Bayshore, who fields it at the 10, crosses the 15-20. Braden Bayshore waiting for a hole to develop. Moves past the 30. That's quite the return by Bayshore, up to the 33.
I'll tell you what, though, I just saw, it looked like Jack Cucker was kind of limping a little bit there at the end, although he's definitely got a little limp to him.
Yeah, I see that. Yep.
That's a big loss if he can't perform at 100%.
He's been the best player for Whitehall tonight. A couple of receiving touchdowns. And he will not be on the field to start this possession. DV up by 29, 7:08 to go. Aiden Black back out there on defense now. And Trey Dogmanitz will be by himself in the gun. 3 receivers to the far side left, 2 to the near side right. And before the snap, we've got a whistle on the field. Delay of game.
Oh, wow.
Delay of game.
That's going to make it 1st down and 15. Said it a few times throughout the night. Delaware Valley comes in just 1 state playoff win in program history. It came back in 2020 against Altoona. This would be number 2 if they can hold on. Dogmanitz, complete to Dogmanitz on a screen, and Talon will lunge ahead past the initial line of scrimmage on a gain of 6.
I'll tell you what, Aiden Black is in the backfield on every play now. Dogmanitz really doesn't have any time to work with him coming off the edge.
6:45 to go in this primetime meets 4th quarter. Trey Dogmanitz in the gun. Wickel is the back. Trey's going to hook up again with Talon. Actually, he will not. Low throw. He had him. And that one skipped into the sophomore.
And now,
third down.
As a defensive lineman, this is your favorite time.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
You just get to pin your ears back and go.
We saw this last week against Abington Heights. Yeah. DV's defensive line feasted in this situation. 3rd and 9 at the 34, 6.5 to go. Trey Dogmanitz, the quarterback, takes the snap, steps up in the pocket, rolling out to the right, and he is going to be forced out of bounds by Pasquale Ventucci, who went from his defensive tackle position all the way to the near boundary to force him out.
He is a sideline-to-sideline tackle.
Amazing, yeah.
We talked about he's not just a great player, but the motor that he has.
Yes.
He just does not quit, and that's a perfect example right there.
It's a loss on the play.
Basically the game.
This is the game. 4th and 12. This is it. DV gets a stop here. It is over. 4th and 12 from the 31. Trey Dogmanitz has some time. Throwing across the middle. It's picked. It's Kalitsnik. That is so fitting.
What a way.
The senior, Kalitsnik,
and that
takes it away.
That was no.
No, that was a leaping interception.
Yes, that was high pointing, taking that ball away. That was a great interception by Justin. And as you said, it's fitting. It's very fitting.
All the big names tonight. All of them. Ryder Machado, Aiden Black, Justin Kalitsnik, Jaden Ramirez, Logan Olsmer. Those guys along the line too, Alba, Ventucci, all of them stepped up.
And Estevez too.
Yes. Luke Brzanskis. Everybody stepped up tonight.
Isolino.
Mike Isolino has a 30-yard touchdown run in this game. A couple of nice special teams tackles as well. If you're Coach Olsmer, you could not have scripted this any better. And Ryder Machado gets another carry. And Ryder Machado is inside the 40. What a night to be a DV Warrior.
It's been a special, really special.
There's some jawing on the field right now. You hate to see that.
Well, I listen, even against the best teams, this Whitehall team's not used to being down 30 points in the fourth quarter.
No. And that's what's incredible about what Delaware Valley has done tonight. Not just defeating Whitehall, but doing it so convincingly. It'll be 2nd and 4 from the 39, 5:45 to go in this game. There is a whistle, perhaps a false start. Nope, it's going to be a timeout called by Coach Olsmer. And Craig, I think, let's reflect back. This team starts 0-3.
Yeah.
And 2 blowout losses. Now, we figured that Harrisburg and Downingtown East were very, very good, and we figured Selinsgrove was probably pretty good too. But still, to start 0-3, and the team didn't look all that great. You and I didn't know that this team was going to win the district this year. We really didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I think, look, we knew the team, what it was.
The talent was there.
Circumstances in week 1, I think, really lined up against them in a big way.
Yeah, that was.
And I think Coach O would admit, they should have won that football game.
Probably
the next
would
2
have.
weeks, you are arguably playing against, in the next 2 weeks,
top 10 teams.
2 of the top 10 teams in the state. So, it doesn't look good after those 2 games, but you have to understand how good those teams are.
Yeah.
And this DV, when this program is successful, it's when they really improve from week to week.
And that's what happened.
That's what happened.
That's what happened every week for the rest of the season. 2nd and 4 after the timeout, handoff Machado. Machado cuts it up to the middle of the field, lowers his shoulder, moves inside the 30, has a first down. Ho-hum, Ryder Machado picks up another 10 yards.
Yeah. And, I mean, that's the difference. Ryder,
early on, and that was the thing. He did not look like himself the first couple of weeks.
Right.
He looked a step slow.
I mean, I know a lot of people think Aaron Crosley's the best player in District 2. I personally would argue against that. I really would, because Aaron Crosley doesn't do what Ryan Machado does on defense.
Yeah. And he doesn't do it against the level of competition.
Correct. For the record, Aaron Crosley's running back for Wyoming area.
Yes.
Does not play the kind of...
And he's a fantastic player. He's going to Lehigh. He is a great football player. It's nothing to take away from him.
No.
It's just Ryder Machado is a special, special talent. 5 minutes to go in this football game. Ryder Machado, another patient run, explodes through. He's inside the 10. He is into the end zone again. Ryder Machado. Every time you think he's done, he's got one more in him. 55-20.
Wow. That's just unreal. I mean, you can see, like, Whitehall, they clearly...
They're done.
They checked out a little bit, I think, on those last 2 plays.
Yep.
But what can you say? What can you say? Ryder Machado and everybody, as we said, everybody tonight.
Number 3, Henry Bell on to attempt the extra point.
Delaware Valley. After the extra point from Bell, leads by 36. In your dreams, you couldn't have imagined this happening. Let's take another break. You're listening to Delaware Valley High School football on Light 106.9.
Is your eyesight changing?
I can't read this anymore.
Don't lose hope. People just like you are working every day using Braille, screen magnification, speech technology, and other tools and blindness skills. Your eyesight may have changed, but your goals, they don't have to. We can help. Visit us on the web at blind.org. The National Federation of the Blind. Live the life you want.
This is Light 106.9, your home for Delaware Valley sports. This is Warriors football on the Light.
Ryder Machado has 4 touchdowns in the second half. He makes it 56-20. 4:48 to go. Olsmer Clark Insurance Drive summary.
3 plays, 45 yards, capped off by the 26-yard Machado touchdown. Everett Bell's good. 56-20, 4:48 to go in this football game, and I'm running out of superlatives to use this evening for this offensive performance. This just offensive explosion tonight from this team.
Incredible. They have played basically a perfect offensive game. Take away 1 fumble. They've been unstoppable. Bayshore will haul in the kickoff at the 10. Bayshore is in trouble, and he's brought down inside the 15. 4:42 in the primetime meets fourth quarter. Again, the winner of this game will
more than likely
be the Delaware Valley Warriors, and they will be moving on to the 5A quarters next week. Imhotep, Roman Catholic, the winner of that game, which will be played tomorrow afternoon. They await, and
I mean, we all know who's more than likely going to win that football game.
Yeah, Imhotep
if you paid any attention to Pennsylvania high school football for the last 10 years or so.
They are one of the dominant forces in the nation.
Yeah, I mean, certainly in Pennsylvania for a long time.
Yes.
It's a charter school, so, yeah, they basically can draw students from the entire Philadelphia school district. And we're going to have a penalty against DV of some kind here. They're going to move the ball forward up to the 18.
It'll be about a 5-yard penalty. Just to talk a little bit about that Panthers team. They pitched 5 consecutive shutouts in the middle of the season. They have 7 total shutouts in their 11 games. They've outscored their opponents by, I believe, something like 500 points this year.
I think they average 46 a game.
They're good.
And they don't play pushover.
No.
So it's not like they're playing the Little Sisters of the Poor when this.
Yeah, they are about as good as you can be as a high school football team.
Yeah, they have a lot of talent. You're going to see a lot of Division I players on the football field.
What the Warriors did tonight, they got to do that again, basically.
They have to physically own the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
And that'll be a key again.
Here's a completed pass. It's Bayshore, who's got a first down across the 30. Doug Manitz, the quarterback, who I don't want it to kind of lost in the shuffle. Doug Manitz has played very well tonight.
He's a really good football player.
He really is. He really is.
I'll be interested to see. I don't know where he might be going next year, but he's got to be playing college football somewhere because he's a really good football player.
Size will hurt him. He's 5'10", 150 listed. Here's a nice run on first down, but he is so hard to bring down and very accurate, too.
Yes. Yeah, he's got good legs.
Yeah.
And like you said, he's really accurate with football. I mean, he's had a couple drops here tonight that were not on him, but I'll be interested to see the stats when we take a look at him maybe tomorrow morning and see what the totals add up to be. But he had a pretty big night.
Here's another handoff to Wickel as we're inside of 3.5 to go. DV going to be moving on. We've seen 2 games between these two teams the last couple of years, and last year was a 34-13 Whitehall win, but it was close. DV was right there for 3 quarters. It kind of got away from them late, but this has just been dominance from the start of the second half.
Yeah, when they were up by 2 scores, you still didn't fit in, particularly at the end of the first half. 14-7.
Yeah.
You're not like, okay, this game is a nail-biter. But in the second half, they have just been
relentless.
Lights out.
Throwing one up for Cucker, and Cucker's got it inside the 15. That is a huge hookup. What a night he's had, too.
Well, we know, listen, this team's not going to quit.
No.
We know the way they played all year. It doesn't matter if they don't have a chance to win. They're not going to quit.
Cucker, 2 receiving touchdowns tonight. Be interested to see his yardage.
Yeah, he's got a ton
150?
Maybe north.
Yeah?
Yeah, he might be north of that tonight, especially after the last one right there.
2:20 to go. We've got our post-game show coming up. We'll name our Warrior of the game. I have no idea who we're going to pick for that because there's about 5 Warriors of the game tonight. End zone shot for Weaver. It's too far and incomplete. Nice coverage there by Chris Eislaughel.
Yeah, for the record, I believe all of the second team is in for DV here. There's no starters on the field right now. Got big old Anthony Ciarelli coming
We
off.
do have a
there.
Cucker yardage total 190.
I had a feeling he was close to 2 bills.
Wow. Yeah, that's quite the performance in a losing effort, in a blowout losing effort, too. Doug Manitz rolling out to the right. Doug Manitz throwing for the end zone for Cucker. And he's got him. That's 3 touchdowns, and that's over 200 yards receiving for Jack Cucker in his final game as a Whitehall Zephyr.
Yeah, he's put on a show here tonight. There's no doubt about that. So, 13-yard touchdown pass from Doug Manitz to Cucker.
Man, what a night that those two have had, Doug Manitz and Cucker, and also Talon Doug Manitz, Braden Bayshore. That passing unit, they've been fantastic, but
the bottom line is they just were not able to stop Delaware Valley's offense tonight.
Exactly.
And DV really controlled the line of scrimmage really on both sides of the football. They couldn't run the football against Delaware Valley's first team to really speak of.
Low snap kick by Deutsch is good, and it's 56-27. Let's take one more break now with 1:37 to go. You're listening to Delaware Valley High School football on Light 106.9.
Hey, it's TC at Action Bikes and Outdoor, hoping that you are having an awesome and active fall season. Our paddling season is winding down, and we are cranking up the bike riding and enjoying the fall foliage. Let us know how we can help you get outside and enjoy it too. We are offering bicycle service packages, rentals, clothing, accessories, and sweet deals on many in-stock hybrid, mountain, gravel, and BMX bikes. Whether you need advice, gear, or service, our super friendly and knowledgeable staff at Action Bikes, located in Port Jervis and Milford, is here and happy to help.
Yard by yard, play by play. This is Warriors football on Light 106.9.
Back now, the Warriors are moments away from closing out a state playoff victory. They lead Whitehall 56-27 in just absolutely dominating fashion. We've got some stats courtesy of Derek Bast from the morning call. Cucker, as we said, over 200 yards receiving. Trey Dogmanitz over 400 yards passing. But the big story tonight, the DV Warriors, 375 yards rushing.
Yeah, and that's getting the job done.
It's unbelievable to do that against a quality opponent. Jaden Ramirez will take a knee at the 15-yard line on the kick return. 1:31 to go. DV will kneel down a couple of times. They'll run out this clock. They're going to move on to the quarters, and they're going to net their 10th win in a row after that 0-3 start. Since then, it has been quite the ride.
Yeah, and look, I don't. There's zero argument right now in my mind.
Yep.
Who is the best team in District 2 this year?
Oh my God, it's overwhelming.
I don't care what Prep has to say about Paris being out.
Yeah,
they were not capable of this.
And if they played this team, the last month.
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself right now, Craig, what is going through the mind of head coach Keith Olsmer on the sideline to win a game like this, win a state playoff game in this fashion with his son at quarterback who played a great game.
He played an amazing game tonight.
I mean, this has got to rank. Coach has been doing this a long, long time. This might be...
Big win.
Yeah. And he said down on the field before the interview to me, he said, this is an opportunity. This is a program builder is what he called it. This is a huge moment.
To do it the way they did it against a team who we know the schedule they played, and even some of those losses they had this year, they were single-score losses. The only two games they really kind of got blown out was Parkland and Nazareth. And those are two
of the best teams.
Top-notch 6A teams in Pennsylvania this year.
Tyler Bird in, by the way, right now for these kneel downs, the senior Tyler Bird getting in there to run out the clock for DV.
Be the last snap.
And that looks like it's going to do it. We just need the two teams to start heading towards midfield.
Look at Justin Kolitsnik on the sideline.
Yeah. I mean, what a night for him.
Yep.
All these seniors, these three seniors, Black, Machado, Kolitsnik, they were so good tonight. The clock is going to run out, and DV, for the second time in program history, has won a state playoff game, this time in resounding fashion. 56-27, the Warriors defeat Whitehall here at Warrior Stadium. We're going to take a quick break now. When we come back, we've got the post-game show for you. We'll name our Warrior or Warriors of the game. Break this one down, look ahead to next week. What a night here in Milford. You're listening to Delaware Valley High School football on Light 106.9.
All families are different, and some have parents or children with little to no eyesight. But this doesn't stop them from sharing the work, play, love, and laughter of family life. Eyesight doesn't define a parent, a child, or a family. What counts is being together. Want to learn more? Visit us on the web at blind.org. The National Federation of the Blind. Live the life you want.
If you've suffered an injury in New York, New Jersey, or Pennsylvania, you need to call the law firm of Zimmerman and Oliger. They have a concentration in personal injury litigation as well as family law and criminal defense. If you need help getting your life back on track, call them at 570-296-7300 or visit tristatetrial.com. The law firm of Zimmerman and Oliger. They are your tri-state trial team.
Yard by yard, play by play. This is Warriors football on Light 106.9.
This was certainly a fun night. Delaware Valley 56, Whitehall 27. That's the final score. The Warriors are moving on to the state quarters. That game will be played next week against the winner of Imhotep and Roman Catholic.
We don't know where yet.
We don't know where. We don't know when.
District 2 is on the top of the bracket, so technically Delaware Valley will be home wherever it's played.
Okay.
We'll see. It's not the first game of the state playoffs, so typically it would be played somewhere in the midpoint, which would be District 11 in this case. Mm-hmm. But we will find out, and as soon as we do, we'll let you guys know.
Yep. And we will have coverage of it wherever it is, whenever it is. We'll be there.
We will. It's either going to be on Black Friday or the Saturday after. So
yeah, holiday special for DV.
That's right. You can recover from your turkey-fueled haze, I guess you could say.
Sure.
Eat some leftovers and listen to us call a football game.
Yeah, and if it's anything like tonight, it'll be a fun time.
And I'll tell you what, listen, anytime a program is playing football after Thanksgiving, it doesn't matter. It's been a great season. Mm-hmm. So no matter what happens next week, this is, as you said, Coach said, this is a program builder, and it really is.
Yeah, easily this is a top 5 win in program history, and
without a doubt.
I mean, maybe number 1. I certainly could argue it.
You could argue it. There have been some big wins.
Yep.
Certainly in postseason, it's the top 2 in my mind.
Yeah, you think of that Parkland regular season win.
Correct.
About a decade ago. That's right up there. But
you could argue the top 2 games, the top 2 wins Delaware Valley has had in program history are against this football team.
Yes, the sub-regional game 11 years ago, we referenced that. 46-45, DV won that one in overtime. This game didn't go to overtime.
No.
In fact, it was quite the opposite. DV more than doubled Whitehall, 56-27 the final score. Let's get to it. Let's name our warriors of the game.
Yeah. I know this is going to sound, like we're cheating here, but it's hard to not credit. And I want to preface this. A unit that at the beginning of the year we were really dogging.
Yes.
Because they deserved it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But my goodness, this offense tonight, I will say, even during the Brian Shore years, I'm not sure if there was an offense that clicked at this level across the board. So in that Whitehall game that they won in overtime, Brian Shore pretty much willed them to that win. He carried that team in that game. Tonight, it was everybody. I mean, literally everybody. Logan Olsemer, maybe the best game he's played in his career thus far.
Probably.
When you consider not just the passing, but what he did, the 2 huge running plays that he made with his legs in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, those were huge plays.
They were really big plays.
They were. And I be honest with you, I didn't even remember them until you just brought them up. But they were huge.
Yeah, the timing of those plays were critical.
They were gut punches to Whitehall.
They were. Because they were in the heavy set, and, they started to slow them down a little bit. And it was when, you had Aiden Black on the sideline, and Jake Albaugh had been nicked up a little bit, not at 100%. It was a situation where that your team is getting gassed. They're getting tired. But you need to pick up a first down. And Logan did it twice with his feet tonight on naked bootlegs. And on one of those plays, arguably, the defender had an angle on him, and he outran him to the corner, and he turned it.
He was amazing, and everybody else was, too.
And look at Ryder Machado, 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
What can you say about him? I mean, without the who knows how this game goes if he doesn't make that 3rd and 18 in the first half, in the first quarter.
Yes.
You know,
that ends up leading to a touchdown.
It's huge. This game is a game of momentum, especially at the high school level.
Yes.
The younger you are, the more momentum matters.
Yeah, the more emotion plays into it.
And to pick that up, that certainly had to, as a defender, you're just like, oh, man. We were going to get the ball back probably near midfield.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
And how's Coach Marino got to think about that? Like, man, we literally should have had the ball at the 50-yard line.
Yep.
And now Delaware Valley turns it into an 80-plus yard touchdown drive. So it was just very impressive tonight. And the funny thing is, in the first half, they really controlled the clock. In the second half, they were big play touchdowns. These were not long drives in the second half. I mean, they were just.
Yeah,
I mean, it was Logan
all over the
Olsemer.
place.
It was everybody. I mean, they were just big play touchdowns. Second half, the longest drive was 7 plays.
Yeah.
I mean, they were just big chunk plays all over the place in the second half for this offense. And that's not something we've seen a whole lot this year. Certainly not against this level of competition.
And that's why the Warriors of the game are the offense, the offensive unit. And this is an offense now that during this 10-game winning streak, they have not scored less than 30 points in any game. They've now scored 40-plus in 5 straight, 7 of their last 8. 40-plus points, 7 of their last 8 games. I don't care who you're playing. And let's also remember, with all due respect to the opponents in these games, many of those scores could have been way more lopsided if it weren't for the class that Coach Olsemer operates his program with.
Yeah.
There were plenty of times where the offense, the first team, was pulled early in the third quarter. So what this offense has done for 2 months is near perfection.
Yeah, they've been very, very good. And again, I get it. We weren't sure because of the level of competition they were playing what we were going to see tonight. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure. Like I said, I've kind of run out of adjectives to how well this offense played tonight. It's hard to describe because they were just clicking. I mean, really, really clicking.
I came into this game, I expected a win. I expected a DV win, but I was thinking something in the neighborhood of like 31-24, 28-24, something like that.
Yep.
This, I truly, in my wildest dreams, could not have imagined what Delaware Valley did tonight offensively.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm going to have to look at Whitehall's schedule. I don't know the last time they gave up 56 points.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. It's not been this year, I can tell you that. And that's against the best competition that you can. Like Parkland scored 37 on them. So, I mean, and Parkland is literally, I think, the number 2 team in the state right now.
And that's where you have to say, yes, Delaware Valley next week. Let's segue into that. They are going to almost certainly be playing Goliath.
Yes.
In Imhotep Charter. But Delaware Valley, if they can do this, they're not going to get run off the field. Like, they can compete if they play at their absolute peak. It's going to be very, very tough. You can't make any mistakes. You have to play a perfect game.
Yes.
Even that fumble by Ryder tonight, you can't do that next week. They have to play a perfect game. But, man, if they play at their peak,
they can compete.
They might have a chance to pull off an incredible upset. So
they're going to have to physically manhandle. They're going to have to control the line of scrimmage. That's
control the clock.
Control the clock. Control the line of scrimmage. That's the only way you beat a team like that.
Yeah, you would love to in that game come out early, have a long touchdown drive, and we could go on and on about this.
This is ifs, ands, and buts.
Yes.
So,
needless to say, we're very much looking forward to next week's game. Like Craig said, we don't know when or where. We will know that soon. Imhotep against Roman Catholic tomorrow afternoon if you want to follow along that game. I'm sure you'll be able to find it on social media somewhere. Imhotep, of course, the favorite in that one. But that's going to do it for us here tonight for the final time, almost certainly from Warriors Stadium.
I do want to say one thing that we haven't been able to address. I want to thank the Wizard.
Yes.
For, the Wizard is found maybe some greener pastures for him. And we want to thank him for everything that he has done, at least personally for me, in terms of broadcasting for the last 10-plus years.
Yeah.
Gavin Bird has been incomparable in what he's done for us. And you don't You don't hear him. He's in the background.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
He's behind the curtain.
Yeah,
But he is truly the wizard behind the curtain.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, he just an incredible job and great guy, too.
Oh.
Gavin Birch is top-notch guy. No longer working at the station, but put in many, many great years of service, and big reason that these broadcasts are as fun as they are.
Indeed.
Gavin Burt and his entire staff there. Zach Smith tonight doing a great job running the board for us. So, thank you to Gavin and everyone associated with Light 106.9, and that'll, kind of segue us right into wrapping up this broadcast. And we want to thank everyone here at Delaware Valley, too. And, again, most likely the final game here this season, 99% chance. What a great place this is to call a game. So accommodating to us. They feed us at halftime. We love being here. I don't know how many home games there were this year, maybe 7. That sounds about right to me, 7 or 8. Fun place to call home here at Delaware Valley, and so happy for everybody involved with this program and this community that they were able to get this big win, get this state win tonight. Thank you to Coach Olsmer. Super happy for him, too.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy's got to be levitating off the ground. I can't imagine what he's feeling like right now, because I could tell down on that field he wanted this one extra.
Quiet confidence.
There was quiet with that Ventucci comment.
Yeah.
You knew that he felt like they had that big edge up front, and Coach has got to be just so thrilled with his entire team tonight. Thrilled for him and all of his players. And we want to thank, of course, like I already said, everyone at Light 106.9, the management staff. Again, Zach Smith, great job tonight running the board. And all of our sponsors, Olsmer's Tree Farm, Action Bikes and Outdoor, Primetime Meats, Davis Archant Realtors, the law firm of Zimmerman and Oliger, and Olsmer Clark Insurance. One last time, our final score here tonight. It's hard to believe. Delaware Valley 56, Whitehall 27. The Warriors are moving on. They'll be playing in the state quarterfinals in a week, taking on the winner of Imhotep and Roman Catholic. For Craig Brown, I'm Jake Graziano. We thank you so much for listening tonight. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. This has been Delaware Valley High School football.